Wow, that's abrupt. Sorry. What's up? We're doing the show. We're doing the thing. It's the Super Duper Retro Show with PJ Smith and Cyrus Martin. What's going on, PJ?
How's it going, Cyrus? Happy Memorial Day weekend.
Yes. Happy. Well,
it's a weird way to put it. I know.
Yeah, it's not one we're like happy about, but we're glad.
Solemn Memorial Day weekend to everyone.
Right. Yeah, solemn, very solemn. But yeah. Anyway, we're going to be playing some one-on-one versus ASTROSMASH. We're just playing the regular ASTROSMASH. I got a timer set for 30 minutes. PJ's had some concerns about this. What do you think the odds are we last the full 30 minutes before we run out of lives? I don't know.
Me?
Well, either one of us. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Yeah.
1 to 10 odds for me that I'm going to not make it the full 30 minutes. 1 to 100 even. It's not going to pay a lot.
Well, there's not a prize of cash involved in this.
I think of it as like horse racing, you know.
Well, okay. Yeah. It's sort of like horse racing, except asteroids are falling and you're shooting them. Other than that, it's exactly like horse racing. I want to thank everybody for showing up in the chat. Bassarino, you are number one. He says, smash that Astro. Oh, my. Ooh, everybody likes to smash that Astro once in a while. You know what I'm saying? Casey says, let's go. Casey, you have a lot of nerve showing your face around here and saying, let's go when you've gone already. How
go jump in a lake.
Yeah. I hope you get sunburned.
Yeah. Hope you forgot.
Last line says, your mom. He's also angry. He's with us on this. So.
Oh, now sharing your anger.
Your sympathy is not going to work here, Casey. We're not falling for your shenanigans. Okay. Like, I don't, don't push your politics on me, pal. I don't know. Last line, I think I might stream GTA 5 after this shindig.
Everyone go to last line.
Indeed. The Coleco version, obviously. If you can find GTA 5 for ColecoVision, let me know, because that sounds pretty cool, actually.
That's a quick homebrew, boy.
Yes. Welcome, everyone. Welcome all. We've had a very interesting week on the channel, PJ. I reestablished full monetization on the channel and memberships. You're aware of this.
It's been fun.
It's been very interesting. It's kept me very busy because Prime One is a maniac, and he kept gifting out memberships like crazy. I'll tell you guys what, memberships are a little bit different on this channel than what you might be used to, because we have all the regular type of membership garbage that you normally get with the little pictures and that stuff and all that crap. But I have all different crap that I personalize for you guys. And if you're a member, you get access to the members vault. And today, well, let me just say this. Over the past few days, I've been slowly bombarding the members vault with pictures and all kinds of stuff. Music. The Jeffrey song is on there. You can get it exclusively. You can get it.
Yes.
Today, there's a new section that went up. It's a top secret section, which I'm not supposed to talk about, but it's available for anybody to check out that's a member. If you should be able to figure out how to get to it, which it shouldn't be that hard to figure out. It's something that I wanted to share with everybody for a long time, but I couldn't quite figure out how to do it. And I was like, you know what? Members. And this wasn't why I started the members, but it came to me afterwards, and I was like, aha, I can act like I had this planned all along. But there's some pretty interesting stuff that's in there now. So we'll leave it at that. So many people are jumping in. What is up, everybody? So Casey, Brian F is here. What's up, Brian?
Pierre.
Oh, Pierre. Is Prime 1 here? Okay, Metal Torso. Hell Tantrum Bowl. Brian. Yeah, Prime 1 is here. The Prime 1. The Prime 1. Which one? The Prime 1. You know what I'm saying?
The Prime Directive.
Yes. Hello, Prime 1. Oh, Prime 1, you now have the emoji for Angus Scrim. It's available. You should be able to use that if you so desire. It is in there. I did add that for you. You're welcome. The silly things we do.
Hey, Basserino.
Oh, it's Basserino. Yes, Basserino is here. He was first in, actually. Thanks, guys. I got my own emoji. Yes, you got it. Casey says his OnlyFans pics were added yesterday. Not yet. That's not available yet. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. How dare you? Secret. First rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club.
Casey would talk about Fight Club.
Oh, he'd be the first one. Like you wouldn't be able to get him shut up talking about Fight Club. Anyway, all right, PJ. So we're gonna play ASTROSMASH for 30 minutes. We're gonna try. We're gonna see how it goes. I got the timer. Yeah, I got the timer here. So I'm gonna start it. You got your game ready to go?
I'm close.
PJ's left. What happened? We lost PJ. He disappeared.
I'm gone.
He teleported out. He had enough.
I teleported.
See what
I did there?
Yes, it would be hard not to understand what you did. All right. We've got two different Intellivisions on two different sides of the country that are going to be playing the same game for the same amount of time. There's a lot. I don't know. It is what it is. Mine is so much darker than yours. Look at that. Weird. Wow. I guess I could make mine wide.
The same amount of color, except mine's spread out. See,
I like to use 4:3 mode, but since yours is wide, I'm just going to put mine like that too.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Well, you have to
throw smash. That's really cool. I like that.
Cyrus to smash. Yes. Anyway. All right. PJ became one with the Force. Sharing is caring. That's right. Rab is here. Rab says members get a titillating Psy 2022 pinup calendar, which is peak Psy, let me say. I hear this in Rab's voice, by the way, as I'm saying it in my head. And wait, there's more. A complimentary 1-hour BetterHelp therapy call if the calendar's upsetting. Psy's got you. Rab, they call you a lunatic. I don't know if you're aware of this. And I think they might be right. I love you, dude. Saboteur, I'm in the 4-3 camp 100%. Well, normally I am, Saboteur. But I want
to start a thing.
No, it's fine. We're doing 16:9 right now. If later you decide to do something different, I'll do that too. But I want us to be on the same, footing.
Wavelength.
Yes, that. Casey says I'm 4x3, but whatever you have works. Yes. Okay, so are you ready to try this?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, I'm hitting start.
All right, hitting
30 minutes is going. Begin. And begin. And Psy comes out on the lead. He's blowing up plenty of asteroids all over. Oh, you said it was like
Can you
horse
imagine
race.
someone doing a play-by-play of the story or everything?
And PJ's right on his tail. PJ destroying those asteroids like nobody's business. All the asteroids.
He's down. He's with this. He's
yes.
sad.
Yes. No. Yes. Wanton destruction.
Someone said there should do a. You started 1 billion, and you just have to dodge them.
Oh, that would be. But if you dodge them, they just hit the ground. You lose points.
Yeah, astro dodge. Yeah, and the key is to get to 0.
Wow. I don't know if that's what ideal. I'll just say
it's not American.
Oh, by the way, you were talking when we were having a conversation about this. You mentioned the other ASTROSMASH. I have that on the Switch. You know what I'm talking about? The one that's newer.
Yeah. The updated one.
Yeah. They just released another update for it too. Like,
oh really?
I haven't even played it since the new update came out. I don't know if it came out.
I haven't either.
This past week or when it came out, but yeah. So I have to see if there's anything substantially different. I don't know. Probably not.
I mean, they could have added a level, but I don't see that. That's a lot.
Well, they added the ability to pause the game. That was a huge.
Oh, huge. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing you just don't think about as a game developer. Pausing. I mean, who needs pausing, right? They even have pausing in this, which we also talked about. We might, guys, at some point we might take a break in the game if we need to and pause the game by hitting 1 and 9 at the same time. I just realized I'm using the second player controller. Why am I doing that? I don't know.
It's your lucky one.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You don't know. It's actually, the reason I know is because I replaced the disc on the first player controller. And see, I know
it's not as loose. It's more springy.
It's also kind of scratched up. So
you can widen that spring out a little bit, and it gets a little has a little more recoil to it, I guess.
Well, on the one that I replaced, I just took the disc off of my Intellivision flashback controller, and I used that spring.
Nice too. It's the same size and everything.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like the pink, violet levels. The violet, it's so nice.
It's easy to see.
It makes me feel good. I wonder what it smells like.
I think it's going to smell like a lot of sulfur blasting all these things, right?
Probably, yeah. Probably.
Magnesium and a bunch of minerals.
By the way, I apologize if I am not able to follow the chat. I am playing ASTROSMASH.
We needed a third party just to read chat tonight almost.
Oh, you know what we needed?
We needed Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, your song is in the members vault. If you're interested in becoming a member, Jeff, you can get your own song. Actually, if you want it, I'll just give it to you. I don't know how to get in touch with Jeffrey anymore. Like, I don't have Facebook. All I have is Discord and email and my phone number and YouTube, and that's it. I don't have any other social media.
I have Friday Mario Kart to get a hold of you.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's pretty much it, right?
You have to show up on Friday to talk to him now.
The only time I'd ever get to talk to him is if we happen to be on a stream together, or like you said, Mario Kart. He's impossible to get a hold of. He's very important.
I follow him on the Twitter or whatever they're calling it.
Oh, the Twitter. Oh, yeah. Dude, I haven't been on Twitter since it was Twitter. Like, I don't know when. Seriously,
I'm going to put it. I bet there's a lot of people that can say that, actually.
I've never.
Twitter, it was Twitter.
Yeah, I canceled my account before it switched over, so I don't
That'd
even.
Be a good T-shirt.
Yeah. I'm retro. See?
Vintage.
Yes, vintage. Yes. That sounds kind of like pompous, you know? Do you like retro gaming? No, I prefer vintage. Oh, excuse
I
me.
didn't realize the actual term for Twitter is microblogging. I never heard that phrase before.
Sounds gross.
It sounds like
oh man, I was in the back microblogging. Oh, dude, are you all right? You need to go home.
When's the anesthesia wear off?
Oh, you freaking!
Whoa, I got a spinner.
Oh no. Okay, can we pause it so I can check the chat?
All right.
Check it a chat. Check it a chat. Check it a chat.
It'd be cool if it just froze it. You know,
it would be. Okay, I'm so far behind. Oh wow, I'm so far behind already. I don't even know if I can. I'm so far behind. I just keep scrolling at stuff I hadn't seen. Okay. Casey says I was going to be in this, but at the lake all weekend. Humble brag.
I'll go jump in a lake.
Prime One actually got videos on my girlfriend's OnlyFans page. Ask Drunky Cheese. I will try to remember to do that. Chuck could not make it.
I heard Casey wasn't coming.
I think Chuck's busy. He's doing a lot of stuff. Chuck's a very busy guy. He's almost as busy as Jeffrey.
I hope he's chilling and grilling and drinking and.
Yeah. I already read that one. Members get a titillating sights when I already read that. Did I read that?
Yeah, I read that.
Yes, I already read that.
Great to see you.
I'm not as far behind as I thought I was. That's good.
Oh, big blocks here.
Big block Plymouth. The CRT Warriors. It's the CRT Warriors.
Big blocks on Twitter.
Oh.
Or whatever he calls it.
X.
Look who's here.
Who did somebody just show up? $100 yesterday. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get caught up. There's so much. It's a
great group.
They might be right. I might be crazy, but it just may be lunatic. They're telling me to shut up and get off the stage now. Whatever. You crazy. You so crazy. Why are you so crazy? Heavens to Megatroid. Are you guys shooting pieces of Alderaan? Spoiler.
That's like what anybody she said.
Alderaan, I didn't even walk. I don't know. Jeff says they probably just fixed bugs. The game was a mess at launch. Yeah, it was kind of janky at launch. It's more
shocker
now. Yeah, it's more gooder now. That song is worth the price of membership. Yes.
Not that group, no.
I've tried joining, but YouTube won't let me. Really? Weird.
Well, that's not good.
Yeah. I don't know what to say. There's several people that wanted to get memberships, and Prime One gifted a crap ton of them out, but there's several people couldn't get them. And I don't know why, and I couldn't explain what the problem is because I don't understand it either. But apparently, it's not for everybody. Apparently, being a member requires some, I almost feel like there's some requirement that they're not telling everyone.
Did you figure out there's a switch thing or something?
Yeah, that's a thing also. You have to accept gifts.
I would think Jeff would have that.
I don't know.
Jeffrey would know. I just want to know why did you block Jeffrey?
Well, I'll be honest. I was getting sick and tired of him, because he wouldn't show up for bowling. He wouldn't show up for golf. He wouldn't but he wanted us to show up for Mario Kart. And I was like, you know what? I've had enough. Who does this guy think he is?
Slam the door.
Like, who do you think you are, Jeff? You think you run this thing? You think you're more important than everybody else? Well, you are. But
yeah. We'll continue to write haikus and songs about him.
Yeah. Rebellions are built on hope.
He may need a section in the vault. Just
the Jeffrey section.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that out there.
Filled with nothing but AI artwork of Jeffrey in various different states of undress. Yes. Wow.
Jeff M.A.
Yeah, you've seen Jeffrey, but have you seen Jeffrey on weed or anime? Big Block evening chat. I know the two guys playing won't see this. I don't know what it says. Anyway, never mind. I will say Cy is filling his member vault with interesting things. Thank you, sir. I've done a lot of work on it. I've been very busy. I have been very busy. Never really been on Twitter X. Well, I don't know. I think that's a good thing. I don't think a lot of people are bragging about being on
negative
Twitter.
Points.
Someone totally made that up. Made what up? I don't know.
Made
That's
it
the
all
problem
up.
with chat. Oh, just made it all up. That's probably true.
We're all in the Truman Show.
Rab says even. Oh, he's just saying hi. Everybody's saying hi. What pinball game is in the background? I believe that is Devil's Crush for the TurboGrafx. It's fantastic. It's barely pinball. It's sort of like pinball, but it's Alien Crush and Devil's Crush were like, oh, we're gonna sort of do pinball, but it's really a whole different kind of experience. It's there's been a lot of games like that since. There's one on the Switch that's really good. That's very similar to that. But yeah, they're good. They're good. Play the Atlantis version. The Atlantis version of ASTROSMASH or something else. I don't know what that's a reference to. The Head Pains.
Good band.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Dude, did you hear the Head Pains yesterday? They were loud.
That's how you know it's a good show.
Try joining the YouTube website.
Oh, you're not on your phone, are you, Jeff?
Oh, yeah. You might have
computer.
You might have to, do the computer thing.
That's the one thing I know. The one thing.
Oh, Jeff says, YouTube says my password is incorrect. I even changed my password and tried again. Didn't work. Maybe you're not really Jeff. Have you thought about that? Who are you?
Sixth Sense thing.
Who are we talking to right now?
I hope not.
YouTube
Someone's
is trying
to get Jeff's password. That's what they're trying to do. They're thinking we know it. Oh, Jeff, did you try this one of yours?
Right. Exactly. Some guy sitting in
some identity stolen. This isn't really Jeff.
That's right. You're on.
There's no E in the Go Game Go. It's just Go Gam Go.
I knew it.
No, there's an E there.
Okay. It was a good idea though. And I think
Aquarius version. I think I have that one actually.
Oh, you're talking about ASTROSMASH. Yeah. That one's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. I don't know.
All those Aquarius games are kind of interesting.
Yeah. Trying to avoid paying the royalties for the Jeffrey song. Is that what I'm gonna have to do now since I charge for memberships? I'm gonna have to pay royalties to Jeff and
Breaking
Kenny
news.
Rogers.
We have breaking news.
We do. Is it down below? Do I still got to get to it? Okay, hang on. Let me hurry up. I'll get there in just a second. I think I have Prime One to thank for my membership. It awarded one to me yesterday while watching the stream. Prime One is the man. He did some awesome stuff. John gave out some too. Retro Bro gave out some too. Member Vault sounds similar to Spank Bank. It does. But I'll tell you what, if you are performing the same function based on what I have in the vault, you might want to reevaluate some of your life choices because I don't think so. I don't think that works. Oh my goodness. Breaking news is correct. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Yes, Demon's Tilt. That's the one on the Switch. my newest member, Jeffrey. Jeffrey. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Jeffrey, we want to play bowling and we need you. This game just ain't this. I'm not going to listen to the whole song, don't worry. I just wanted to have the moment and then it's past. We're good.
Do you have that at like a 1.5 and a ×2 version?
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Jeffrey. Or I could do it slow and it sounds like I'm drunk while I'm singing.
Slow. Make it like Barry White.
Hey,
Jeffrey.
we want to play bowling. Hey, Jeffrey. How you doing?
Yeah.
Hey, Jeffrey, buddy. Let me tell you something.
Well, members can, Casey. I don't know about you. Oh, wait, Jeff. Look, he's got his little logo. He's a member. Sorry.
Yes, Casey was right up there. He
thinks he was the first one.
The first one was Last Line. He was the first. And then it was...
Might have been Casey second. Oh,
probably. It was either Casey or you.
Probably was.
Y'all were the top three.
Yeah.
Y'all were the first three in. So, Trichome is a genius. I've said this for years. Trichome, you are better than all of us. By the way, the timer's still going. I didn't think to stop it. Who cares? We'll play again in just a minute. Big block. It was Retro Bro. I was trying to, but nothing came up. Oh, okay. There you go. Man, he had a short round of smashing that Astro. Well, you know, sometimes you get excited and you can't go as long as you want. And, you know, you try to make the best of it, you know. I might be regretting my decision. Welcome to the club. Just got my lighter out. Sorry. Thank you, Prime One, for my membership. Even if it wasn't from you, I gave plenty to get. You gave plenty to get the things. Yes. Thank you, Prime One. Absolutely. Can we download the song? I think so. You can play it. I don't know if you. I think you can download it.
You can't sell it.
I don't care what you do with it. You got to answer the Kenny Rogers estate though, because I will have nothing to do with it. I don't even want to know. I was a second member. Ha! Ha!
Ha 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 ha.
Ha ha! PJ was the day after me.
Just
wow.
Yeah, exactly. Just turn the knife, Casey.
Jon Snow approves of this stream. I don't know where he is. He's around somewhere.
He's scheming.
He doesn't really like when I stream. It gets on his nerves. He hears me talking and he can't figure out why I'm talking, and I'm not looking at him, which annoys him. So, yeah. Just got my arcade stick out again. Oh. Well. Oh, it's Nick. He says, wait, what? Super duper retro show without Picky Old Gamer? Picky Old Gamer and I do game rambling. The problem is it's hard for me and Picky Old Gamer to get, you know, he's got a life, I've got a life, and it's like, you know, that one scene in that movie Interstellar where they have to dock and they're spinning super fast and he's like, they're like, it's impossible. And he goes, yeah, but it's necessary or whatever. That's like me and Picky Old Gamer trying to line up our schedules so we can do something together. It's damn near impossible.
For the record, I have no life, so I'm available at any time of day.
Well, that's why we both had to say
away. Just let you know.
How dare you, sir? How dare you? How dare you, Nick? So much judgment from Nick. He's very judgy. I don't know if do you know Nick very well? I was going to say, do you know Judge? Do you know the Judge very well? He's very Nick.
I've never been in front of the Judge, but
I've been in front of the Judge plenty of times.
Yeah,
and he's
a long time.
Yeah,
Nick was on the Wednesday AstroSmash show forever.
Yeah, Nick's very serious. He will make you feel very small in front of him.
Here comes the judge.
You can call me judgy. I approve. YouTubers are not allowed to have lives. I've heard that. Somebody said touch grass, and I was like, how do you know?
He does have a point there.
Yeah. I didn't say he was wrong. Judges in Klingon? Wow, now it's getting out of hand. All right, let's go back and play some more AstroSmash. We've caught up on the chat. It's time to
do this again.
Yeah, it's time to smash Astros. Oh, crap, I'm back at it.
I'm going to disappear again.
Just as soon as I belong, it's time I disappear.
Woo! I didn't crash or smash.
Oh, you
Speaking of
jinxed me.
smash, hit that like button, everybody.
Oh, I forgot to put it on the widescreen mode. Sorry. I have an unfair advantage there.
I'm not going to get that spinner. Ooh.
Yeah, normally I really like spinners, but in this game...
Yeah, this is where Casey would have that paddle or something like that.
Yeah, Casey cheats all the time. He's got a whole...
like Batman, though. He's got all these cool toys.
Casey is like Batman. He's the Intellivision Batman. You're absolutely right. Yeah. We've seen the Batcave, and it is a bat. Yeah. I bet if like you turned the camera around and you looked, he'd have all those monitors like Batman has.
Yeah, if you saw his car kind of looks like Batman's too. I'm going to be honest.
I think you've exposed him. You called him out.
Yeah, he is Bruce Wayne.
You probably shouldn't have said anything because now like his family's going to be in danger.
You know, it's Casey Enterprises.
Oh, damn, I'm just getting my ass kicked.
I'm still telling you, there's a market for that game where you just keep missing them because I'd be really good.
The race to the bottom.
Oh, come on, get there. Ooh, that was lucky.
No. Oh, okay, got it.
So if like the little Homer thing, the Homer beacon, if that hits a rock, do we get points for it hitting the rock?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, you do. Anything that gets destroyed, you get points for. It doesn't matter if you destroy it.
This is where smart.
I was just thinking. Nice. I don't know why I never. Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. I was just thinking. I don't know why I never thought of this, but you could interpret this a different way. Instead of thinking like this is shooting asteroids, you're shooting like turds falling down the toilet. Then it really is AstroSmash.
Yeah, but explain the UFO.
I mean, 4,000 flushes. It works for up to 4 months. Do you remember those commercials?
I do. I remember the Tidy Bowl pan. Do you remember them?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's not a UFO. It's a Tidy Bowl that's coming around. That's what it is.
Janitor and a drum. They used to be a big thing back then. That and a lot of ads for Doan's pills.
Oh yeah, Doan's.
Everybody had backaches.
That's right. I was hoping one day I would grow up and I'd be able to take Doan's. But then I don't see Doan's around anymore. So
yeah, they're probably illegal.
Probably are. It's probably like methamphetamines or something.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's why a lot of that stuff isn't around probably anymore.
Diet pills from back in the day was straight up meth.
You don't see a lot of that mercurochrome or methylate stuff anymore either. That stuff that just instantly cause pain.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna take Trim Spa and lose weight. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
my liver died.
Nicole Smith kind of ended whatever that product was, Dexatrim or the one she was always hawking.
They were all. It was all the same.
Oh yeah, it was all the same. Oh, come on, it's all caffeine.
Whatever this was something else. This was they actually stopped
the Fen stuff.
Yeah. That stuff.
That was an actual prescription, I think. That stuff.
They used to call it the good stuff.
Yeah.
That's what they would call it. The good stuff.
Now it's the pen.
Oh, wow. Oh! So much.
This game gets so frustrating.
No, do not want.
If it shot twice as fast, it'd be better.
It would be better. Or just like a continuous laser that doesn't actually stop.
Yes. That's a cool thing on that newer version. When it goes into that mode, that's kind of boss.
Have you ever played that game multiplayer? Like 4 players or 2 players?
Oh, wait. Yes, I have. I played it with, I had the pleasure of playing it with the actual controllers.
Yeah.
With Mike Mullis and 2 of his sons.
Really? When did you play it?
They came here.
Oh.
Because he was coming here to look at colleges.
Oh.
His oldest son. And there's a big university here. So they came and visited. So
you don't need to go into a lot of detail about it. But that's really cool. I didn't know that.
Had a good time.
Yeah.
It was nice using a real controller.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, especially Shark. I couldn't believe how well it worked with that.
I don't really know if I want to talk too much about it, but I will say...
I'm not going to really endorse it.
Yeah.
Especially after that email.
Yeah. I got to tell you, it made me take a second thought of whether or not I wanted to do this stream. Because I was like, I don't know.
They never did a ColecoVision version of this game, though, right?
No.
So Mattel never made anything for ColecoVision.
I don't know. Maybe not.
Can that be?
I know that there's a homebrew version of a similar game on the TurboGrafx.
Oh, really?
But it's
a little surprising.
It looks totally different. You have it. I gave it to you. It's in your homebrew.
Yeah, I need to play it. Huh.
Yeah. Instead of asteroids, you're shooting other consoles. You're instead of a spaceship, you're a PC engine, and you're shooting like Nintendos and Segas and all kinds of stuff that are falling. It's pretty funny. It's actually not bad.
Can I get there? Yes.
Oh, damn it. 6 minutes and 46 seconds.
Please, Louise.
Watch the language. Sheesh.
I have been censoring myself, I'm going to be honest. Wow.
Oh no. Oh no. That was bad.
Oh no.
Oh no. See, we're gonna make it because we only got 6 minutes left.
Ah!
We're gonna be all right. I do need to check the chat. I don't want to fall too far behind.
I hate the UFOs.
Okay, we're gonna pause it again.
Papa Pete he rolls with. Chuck's really good with the UFOs too.
Oh yeah, Papa Pete is like next level, dude. You know how like Mullis's thing is called Next Level Gaming or whatever. Papa Pete is literally next level. Like he's the actual, like the real deal, like for real.
I'm getting in that zone now where they're just dropping.
Sometimes when we're playing Papa Pete at bowling or golf, he throws the match. He'll deliberately lose because he doesn't want to. Like you notice, like the last series we did, he didn't win a single time. And you think that's
who doesn't do that or even try or attempt to do that?
Me, you.
Casey.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Casey will. Yes, you're right.
Casey takes no prisoners. He doesn't care.
This summer,
you're
Try Hard, starring Casey.
Yeah.
Yippee-ki-yay, mother effer.
Every day is blood in the water with Casey.
Yes. He's literally the shark from Jaws. Like, he will not
and with
stop.
a little boy on the raft.
Yes. He's the Terminator.
Come on, just 10 more
He
minutes.
can't be reasoned with. He doesn't feel remorse.
Jeez, I'm getting ticked.
He absolutely will not stop.
Like,
No,
Chuck is silently sitting somewhere laughing.
I don't think the two things you said don't add up. He's not sitting silently and laughing. That doesn't make sense.
He can be laughing in his head.
Well, I think that goes without saying, but
Good Lord.
yeah, I'm not trying to be overly critical. Just
I'm
saying.
turning to my deity already.
Uh-oh. Whoa. 3 minutes and 47 seconds. We're almost there.
Woo!
Although I did
UFO.
skip a lot of time, but it's fine.
Ha-ha.
So when the thing goes off, whatever you're doing, just tell me what your score is.
Okey doke.
I'm not checking the chat right now. I will get to it in just a minute. I need a bunch of spaceships right now. Oh, there's one.
Like line them up like a convoy.
Dude, I asked for it, and here they come. I need just one giant spaceship.
That little homing thing should be worth like a lot more than it is. Do they deduct points when your ship is hit?
You know what? I'm not sure. Somebody probably knows. For 10 points.
If there's only a gamer in here that for this console that knew.
If only someone else in the chat knew anything about Intellivision.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, not good.
Oh, damn it. Wow, I just ran right into that. Nice. Nice. No, not nice.
Oh, come on. It's the slow big rocks that kill me. They get in the way.
That's what they say. The slow blade. What is it from Dune? What does they say in Dune? It is the slow blade that pierces the shield.
That was Dark Knight Rises. It's the slow knife. Or something like that. Isn't that what she says? Ra's al Ghul's daughter?
Oh, yeah. That's a good movie. I like that movie.
It has its moments.
Do you feel in charge? You believe this gives you power over me?
His assistant was great.
Yeah.
Oh, it just shifted on me. Come on. Woo. Recovered.
Oh, damn it. No.
It just dropped like 18 spinners on me. That's not even fair.
Dude. 30 seconds. Wow.
Ooh. I
19.
did a swipe by
18.
shooting and I missed it. Get away from me.
895. Wait, 88 930 at this point. 88 930.
32,665.
What?
I don't even know how it happens.
Whoa. How do you bring the names down to where they're not covering up part of the screen? I don't know how that works. I don't know. Are you serious? Your score was what?
32,665.
I don't know. See, I don't know how to bring the name down. How do you bring the name down? There's a way to do it. I don't know how you do it.
I think it's on the right hand column there.
I don't know. I don't see anything.
Don't you have like a left and a right column you can click? It gives you options or something, and then you can scroll down.
Not really.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. You're good.
What's everybody grilling this weekend?
I'm not grilling anything. It sounds great. I wish I was grilling. That would be great.
I know I'm wearing an asteroids hat, but you kind of get the gist. You know, we're shooting rocks here.
Yeah, I don't know how you bring the names down. I can't figure it out. I don't understand StreamYard. It's like unnecessarily complex.
I'm getting closer with OBS. I have my 2 scenes created. Is that what they're called? Scenes?
Yeah.
I have 2 of them.
Scenes.
I have the one like this, like we are right now. And I have the one where you're playing the game and you're kind of down in the corner there. You know, like a little figure.
Right. Yeah, OBS, once you get it figured out, at least it has a logic to it, you know? Like this.
There is a logic to it. You're right. It's not just all click and hope.
Right. Which that's what my problem is here is I know OBS very well, but I don't know this. So it's like, it's probably obvious to people that use StreamYard all the time, but I don't. So I don't know. I just doesn't make sense to me. So whatever. Anyway, that's weird. What a weird score difference.
Yeah, because I mean, I lost a lot of lives though. Lives take time.
Casey, in 30 minutes you should be in black
philosophical, but
yeah, Casey, sorry we didn't live up to your expectations. Sheesh.
Should have been here.
Apparently, we have more than one judge with us tonight.
It's like hot bench.
It's also a line from Dune, the slow blade pierces the shield. I knew it was in Dune. I knew it.
The first Dune or the second Dune? I let a lot more go by. I didn't want to die, Casey. It becomes Astro Dodge at a certain point once they start going a certain speed for me.
Oh, they're talking about the signal? Yeah, I use a RetroTink composite video. Was the video connections coming out of your Intellivision? The RGB side of me wants to know. Yeah, I use composite. I have just a composite mod. And PJ, you have a different kind of setup. You have something else going on.
I have an HDMI cable coming out of my Ultimate Flashback, and it's going into a 16 port HDMI switch. And then that's going into the computer. Is that right? Yeah.
See, Casey's very
he's a critic given to criticism.
Yeah. He's a hater.
That's another term.
And a jinx. He's got a lot of titles. He's like the Khaleesi from Game of Thrones. He starts naming off all his titles, you know?
He's like the Doctor. He's the oncoming storm. He's
Casey, Intellivision gamer, hater, judge of the internet, Lord of Astrosmash,
2-page resume guy.
2-page resume guy. Yes. Wow, that's very specific.
Like they're introducing Apollo Creed, the master of disaster.
Yeah. That's right. We love you, Casey. We'd like you more though if you were here.
You're not getting a song though. Doesn't matter how long you ask.
He might get a song.
No song for Casey.
I'm sorry, Casey. PJ's forbidden it.
No, there's no song. Like I said, maybe a haiku, but no.
A haiku.
Maybe a Yoko Ono song.
Oh,
Casey.
Oh no.
Yeah, he doesn't deserve that.
Wow.
You're right.
I'm going to throw my voice out trying to sing like Yoko Ono. That's not good.
Actually, Chuck's really good at Burger Time.
Chuck is that's one of the games Chuck plays like all day, every day. Like,
that's why I'd like to see a head-to-head Casey and Chuck show kind of thing. Just battle.
Casey's thing is baseball. Like, that's his big thing is baseball. Like, he's always trying to find somebody to play him at baseball that doesn't know that that's his thing. So he's always like real coy about it. You know, he's like, well, we could play baseball. You know, I mean, I don't know. You know, might be fun.
I mean, it seems to me if we could hook up a PS2 through a modem, you could hook up an Intellivision through a modem, right? Come on. The baud rate isn't as high. It's not going to need super fast, you know.
Well, they have all these devices that you can plug in now. Like Casey's got that one that gives you controller ports.
That's what I'm thinking. It has to be able to expand upon that kind of universe.
I think you're right. I think there might be some solution.
I have to actually physically plug in a network cable because it's going to be expensive to add Bluetooth and all this junk to it probably. But even that, hey, I'd take that.
Ooh. Big Blocks, he's actually questioning DJC's superiority in Burger Time.
Ooh, really? What about Diner?
I didn't hear nothing about Diner. I don't know. This is getting kind of tense. I'm just saying, like moments like this, it makes it difficult to be on YouTube because I have friends everywhere.
We don't want to like help create a situation.
Yeah, definitely not.
No siree. Not us.
I hope not. Sheesh, PJ.
That would be awful.
Wow. Anyway. It's going. I just pressed the disc and it's still going. Sorry.
Yeah, I have 13 ships left. I'm at the 4x screen. What screen were you at?
I don't know. I just turned it off.
Oh. I don't know.
I was on the same color, that one. I was on the
light
teal.
Blue.
The teal blue.
I made the purple one like you liked earlier. You didn't say anything though.
I'm sorry. Sheesh.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything. Like, damn, dude. I'm not trying to.
Yeah, you said it was your favorite, but
it is nice. It is nice.
Well, there you go.
It's a very pretty. It's very pretty color. He was 5. What?
Oh, you were 5x screen.
Oh, okay. I was like, what are we talking about?
Club. You're in the 5-timer club.
Oh. So if I do that, then it takes the names off. But there's another way to do it, but I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know how
this
the other
is where Pete would help.
Yeah. Papa Pete literally is.
All the time.
He's the man. He's the man.
Now, is Casey having a show tomorrow night? Memorial Day? I don't think so.
That's a good question. I don't think Casey, you're here now. So tell the people if you're doing a show tomorrow because everybody's awaiting with bated breath.
Oh, there is. I bet his wife's so happy.
Oh, so okay.
Casey, you're doing a show on Memorial Day.
Casey,
really?
So this is how the conversation's going. Hang on, PJ. This is how the conversation's going.
Good weekend.
We're having such a good time. Are you sure we have to leave that at that time? We got to get back. We got to go. We got to leave at that time. Otherwise, we won't make it back. We got to go. But everybody's having such a good time here. We can't wait another. No, I'm not gonna miss. I'm gonna miss a show. Casey, the show must go on. Yes.
Here's to Casey.
Yeah. Poor bastard.
Here's to Mrs. Casey.
One day she's gonna have enough, and she's gonna put her foot down.
The show's gonna start, and he's not gonna be there. It's just gonna be her sitting there. Welcome to the television show.
No. What it'll be?
Show.
What it'll be? the show will be timing to start, and then it won't start, and then at some point there'll be a message, get like a post. It won't even be a video. It'll be just like a text message.
Crawl.
Sorry, guys. Not gonna be able to do the show anymore.
At least be better than this.
Yeah, well,
I'm not gonna be able to do the show tonight, guys. I'm so sorry. Something's come up.
The two might not be mutually exclusive. It could be a combo of circumstances. We love you, Casey. Most of the time.
Darn right we do.
Most of the time. Oh man. Okay. Do you want to play something else? Just
We can play anything.
anything we want.
We could play. We could play stuff. We could play. I got a lot of consoles. We could play all kinds of stuff. What do you want to play?
Well,
we could stick to Intellivision. We could.
but we got the Intellivision up. Let's think. Is there? Oh, you know what would be fun? We were going to play one time and we never did. Demon Attack.
Okay, I like Demon Attack.
We were going to play it on ColecoVision, but there's a good one on here too. There's a good version on here too.
Yeah, this one has like a boss level and everything. Does the 2600 have a boss level? It doesn't, right?
No, I don't think so.
It's just like 3 different screens.
Yeah, it's very simple on 2600. It's not like.
Okay, mine. 1 second.
Demon Attack. Yeah. A game from Imagic or iMagic. Emojic. It's Emojic, sir.
I've never actually seen a correct phonetic spelling on that one.
I don't know. I always say iMagic because it's a capital I, and it seems like if it was not going to be,
Is it a capital I?
It is
It
right
is,
there on
right?
the screen. Yeah. Well, wait a minute. That's
true.
a good point. Is it?
But on the
is it like
logo,
the-
is it a capital I on the logo?
Oh, hang on. Let me look at one of my cartridges.
I think it is. I think it's just a dash. It's just a straight. I don't know.
Oh, wait. Okay. Look at this. Hang on. I don't know if you can see the logo.
So there's
It's
no
like-
dot on the top.
It's just like, it's very, you can't even.
They all
you
could
see
be
it?
in lowercase.
Yeah, they could be. It could be lower. I don't think it's lowercase. I think they're all uppercase. Yeah, they're all uppercase. So
Who knows?
I don't know. I'm not in charge
I
of this
don't
stuff.
know.
Oh, be ready. Says I always thought it was magic. 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 Hey, buddy.
Be
You like
ready.
the magic?
Accurate, probably.
Hey guys, you play the magic games? They're pretty good. You like them? Beefcake. And Casey says, "Be ready" is correct. But now that I know that it's pronounced magic, how do I pronounce "be ready"? Is it Beretti? Bready? Bready?
Are you ready? Be ready.
Bready? I like the 2600 Demon Attack, even though I own the Intellivision one. 2600 seems smoother. Ooh.
There is something to be said about the smoothness on 2600 games.
Yeah, well, that's true. They usually are smooth.
Yeah.
2600? 2600. I love the sound and how they warp in.
Like Custer's Revenge on the 2600.
Oh my. Magic. Magic. Respect my authority. That's right. Step out of the car, please, sir.
Sir, please step out.
I'm getting told a lot to get off the phone. Lots of people here. It started already. Casey, don't get in trouble. Don't do you're on vacation. Have fun. Do your thing. We're just playing video games. It's not a big deal.
Casey's gonna need a lawyer.
No, don't do that.
No, tonight.
Oh, okay, all right. Still, don't do that. Prime One, do you two have access to police jump for the VTech Creative Vision?
Sold it for the Fairchild F, didn't you?
Well, actually, Prime One, I did have police jump for the VTech Creative Vision, but it wasn't. I gave it away because I had too many of them, you know. And I was like, oh, I've played this so many times. I really feel guilty because so many other people have never had one. And I was like, let me give them away. And I just went down the street handing them out to the kids, and they were ecstatic to have one, you know, because you've obviously had one too. Anyway, no, I've never had that Prime One. How dare you?
You know, I think Casey just wanted to go eat ice cream. Is probably what.
I mean, that's a fair thing to want to do. You know,
I mean, I'd take ice cream over this. I'm going to be honest.
Is it really 2600? I've been saying it wrong all this time. Only
they lost out on a huge marketing.
Yeah, they really did. They really did.
I mean, back of Playboy magazine. You know?
I mean, if you're a real fan, then you know. I'm just saying. Everybody knows. I'm just saying.
See Hef playing it.
Nurse Healer, according to the word box, Imagic is pronounced what?
It's pronounced B.
B. I don't understand.
All right. Demon attack from B coming up here.
Imagic is pronounced B? What does that mean? I don't understand what that means. I'm so confused.
Shit either. I'm going to be honest. If I have to type on my phone, it's over. It's just half sentences and hitting it before you're done, and oh god, with a shot. I'm with you, Nurse Healer video. I hate typing.
Short I vowel sound. I'm gonna stop typing. Oh,
I totally sympathize completely.
Yes, indeed. B magic, of course. Oh, B magic. What?
Shouldn't it believe in magic?
Oh, are you saying it's like E magic? Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
I'm not. I'm
a thing like E magic. I hadn't thought of that. Okay, so now we got three of them.
I magic, E magic, and then
E magic is possible. I can see that.
Prime One. So I'm the only person in the stream that streamed both Police Jump and Devil Castle.
And Castlemania too, right?
what a strange criteria to try to meet. Like he's like, what? I'm the only one? Like what? You're so weird. You're weird, Prime One. Very strange.
Yeah, but he's got his own emoji.
Okay, so I was understanding what you're trying to say. E magic. So
I kind of like E magic now that I've heard it.
I do. I like it too.
That's my go-to now.
E magic.
You just say it like that. Nobody says anything.
Well, there is a book from Clive Barker called Imagica. So that makes sense.
The magic.
Let's play some Demon Attack. Or some Demon Attack.
Do we have to do a pentagram assault on the ground before we do this or anything? Or
I always do one before we start a stream, just in case, like a preemptive
one.
Yeah.
You were playing on another level. Okay. All right, this one you can do 1, 2, 3, or 4, correct? Aren't there levels on this game?
1. Oh yeah, because if you play it on the harder difficulty, it's insane.
And there's also 2 player.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so confusing. All right, I'm gonna roll the dice and hit 1.
Yeah, I hit 1 because I remembered since you said that. Thank you for saying that, because on the harder difficulty, your ship will just stop moving all of a sudden for no reason. Like you'll just be frozen for no reason all the time. It's very unfair. It makes me
after
very,
playing
very
ASTROSMASH
nervous.
For a while, it kind of screws you up.
It is, yeah. This is like
Just for a second, you're just like, okay, I'm dodging these shots. I'm like, whoa, no, shoot the things,
dude. Imagine a game that's like that alternates between ASTROSMASH and Demon Attack levels. Like one level is ASTROSMASH, the next level it's the demons start attacking.
Well, I'm done. Quick, I'm playing.
You're
again.
done. Yeah, just
good lord. I like that you just hold the button and it
Oh, thanks for saying that. I was sitting here pressing the button over and over.
No, you just hold the button. Auto fire. Otto, and he loves to get blotto.
I remember in the Bible when it talks about demons, it described them exactly like this. This is how they look in the Bible. I don't know if you've ever read the Bible, but yeah. I had a lady. I'm gonna go controversial for just a second, but it's only mildly controversial, so everybody chill out. But I had a lady come to my doorstep one time talking about religion and stuff, and she was like, she actually said this to me. She goes, "I don't know if you've ever read the Bible," and I was like, "Oh." As soon as she said that, I like took a step towards her and smiled, and she's like, "Uh-oh, what did I say?"
That's not a line, isn't it?
Her husband was with her, and he got this look on his face like, "Oh no,
wrong." Yeah, you phrased that completely wrong.
I don't know if you've ever actually read the Bible or not. I was like, "Oh, we're gonna have this conversation." All right. I mean, I respect people that are trying to do what they think is right. You know, I get it. I'm not like too concerned about it, but it was funny to me. It stuck in my head.
All right, boss level. Look at you.
Demon.
Get this guy to come back over this way, maybe.
It's like a giant. It's like a giant Pokemon head.
It's a pagoda. It looks like to me.
A pagoda. No.
Oh gosh.
That was not fair.
All right, take another shot.
Oh wow! Why did that just happen? I couldn't move. Look, I can't move. Okay,
I still think the first set of guys was the hardest.
That's what she said. What?
That's what Bonnie Blue said.
Hey, Cy, you have to tell her about loving your neighbor like you love. Oh, okay. This is getting weird. I don't know if you've ever read the Bible. I'm like, I don't know if you've ever been around here before. Why don't you come in and have a seat on the couch?
I don't know if you've ever read the Necromonica, but
oh wow, yeah. I don't know if you've ever used a jar of petroleum jelly before. What?
You open the door in Jedi robes.
Drink
just
it in.
You mean business.
Yeah.
With the lightsaber, of course.
Do you like margaritas?
Do you like movies about gladiators?
Here's a cup of water. Don't worry why it's purple and fizzing. Just drink it.
Oh, there you go. It does have some good audio for this game, though.
Well, it's not realistic, but it is catchy.
Yeah, it's hard to get an accurate demon noise.
It's hard to capture that. You're right.
Especially when they're attacking. It's either one or the other.
But you really don't hear too many people go, that just really didn't seem believable to me. It kind of took me out. I was in the game, and then the noises, it just didn't feel right to me. In all my experience with demons, they didn't sound like that.
Like one away. See,
I guess.
All right.
Sigh with the Cosby water. That's right. That's a. You're absolutely right. That was a reference to Norm Macdonald's bit that he did. Very good. Purple? 10 points. 10 points. Thank you, sir. Thank you for.
Yeah, I want to see your room.
Best room ever.
You're Cosby. I was a 2-player. Oh, darn it. How did I do that?
Would you like? Oh, wow. This is getting out of hand, Base. This is getting out of hand. We're having a little fun. We don't need to go off the deep end here. We're good.
Oh. The best Norm one is where he talks about the bed and breakfast guy in Canada. And he wants to play Scrabble. I don't want to say too much of Norm's act, or we might get copyrighted,
Eh? Eh?
What? What now?
Oh, always loved Norm. A lot of people said they loved Norm after he died, but I'm like, guys, come on.
I'll tell you who was big on Twitter was Norm. He'd sit there and do an entire golf match and just give his thoughts like every shot.
He was so cool. Out of his mind.
Like the entire Masters called by Norm Macdonald on Twitter. It was awesome. Because he didn't care. He had the rights to say anything or whatever. He just didn't care. It was so good.
Well, I mean,
his
the
ESPYs show was great too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so bad at this game. Oh, the ESPYs.
Norm's whole life was pretty much just one long example of a man not caring. That was pretty much his whole life.
I didn't realize both his parents were school teachers.
Well, that explains quite a bit, actually. Yeah. Because he was very well educated.
Yeah, that podcast show was hilarious that he did.
Oh.
The episode where he had Super Dave from, Super Dave Osborne was one of the greatest episodes I've ever seen.
Super Dave. I used to watch Super Dave when I was a kid on, I think it was HBO or Showtime. I can't remember which one he was on. And I always loved Super Dave, but I didn't know how funny he really was, because that show's very slapstick,
Very.
But then when I saw him actually doing actual comedy, especially what you're talking about, that whole podcast episode, he did several things like that, and he was hilarious.
It's hilarious that Tanaka, or whatever the guy's name was on Super Dave, really didn't speak English. So he really had no idea what they're talking about.
Wow.
The guy that played his manager or whatever.
Yeah. That was a funny damn show. Damn it.
Did you blow up the pagoda?
No.
I haven't gotten to the pagoda. I'm getting there. This is the one. This is the time. This is the place.
I believe in you, PJ.
Oh.
Man, literally, I believe that you exist.
And I'm just going down like Astromash again. Just boom, 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 boom.
Boom,
Can
boom,
I buy
boom,
extra
boom.
men?
Oh, look at that. I got it.
Hey.
The power of Christ compels you.
I need holy water to get a certain pass. Hey, I advanced.
Did you see that Saturday Night Live bit with Trump? No. I was talking about it was a new one they did with Trump where he's saying, we got to find out why that holy water burns so bad. We got to get to the bottom of it.
I did not.
It's so funny. That guy they got doing Trump now. He's great.
I got the pagoda.
Oh, dude, awesome. Hell yeah. Big Block. Norm is one of my all-time favorite comedians. Super Dave and Norm together is killer.
So good. It is so good, Big Block. Well, so much for that. That was quick.
Yeah.
Hey, that's my high score, though, ever.
Dude. That's your highest score ever?
Oh, probably not. I mean, tonight.
Okay. Oh, tonight. Well,
I've gotten in the high 4 figures probably in this game.
Bass, keep doing what you do. You're awesome. Don't worry about it.
Bizarre. That's right. I remember that show. John Biner.
I think I've watched that show too.
You would have been super young when that show came out.
Yeah, but I still think I saw it. In the 80s, we watched stuff we weren't supposed to watch all the time.
You remember that show, Almost Anything Goes, where it was kind of like Battle of the Network Stars, where they would just have these like obstacle course things and be like somebody in a partner would go get somebody else in a partner?
No, I don't remember that.
That probably was before your time.
Do you remember a show called Not Necessarily the News?
Sniglets. Remember Rich would do the Sniglets on Not Necessarily the News?
I remember, what was that guy, that really funny guy who would do all the impressions, and he was on that show. I can't remember his name. Damn, he was funny. That was
so many of those people. Well, a few of those people ended up on Seinfeld.
Wow. Okay, Nick. I wasn't like, was I being an ass, PJ, when I was like, really? That's your high score? Really? Really? Was not what I was intending to do there.
Stiglitz, yeah. Big Black Nose. Rich Hall used to do it. Frank Caliendo used to do a lot of voice. That's right. Mad TV. Was he on there?
Oh, yeah, Mad TV. Dude, that was a funny show. That was funny. It was funnier than that show shouldn't have been as funny as it actually was.
Well, but the show you don't remember that was before that was called Fridays. That was on ABC. And it had like everybody you see on Seinfeld was on Fridays.
Really?
Larry David was on Fridays. Michael Richards was on Fridays. A lot of the like girls that ended up being like dates or whatever were on Seinfeld that were on Fridays.
Well, I'll have to look that up because I've never.
Everyone that was in the cast of Fridays eventually did a Seinfeld episode, and they had a news thing and all that. It was on ABC on Friday nights, which is a good time for a show, really.
You know, the movie Friday was also very funny. Very nice different.
Back in Living Color, or a version of it,
dude. In Living Color, yeah. How many freaking stars were on that show? Like all these shows, man.
That was a 30-minute show, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was like 30 minutes. Yeah,
so
but it was big time.
The skits were short and they hit hard that way.
Yeah, Jim Carrey.
The problem with Saturday Night Live is the skits all seem to go like 2 minutes too long. 3 minutes too long.
The problem that Saturday Night Live has always had is they really only have about half an hour.
8 skits.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true too. But that's what amazes me, how the show can't be good. But they'll go 3 weeks and you take out the Weekend Update, was just gotten bigger and bigger all over time. You take out the opening monologue, which is, and it's how much comedy are you actually writing? And then you throw the musical acts in there. So like you said, 24 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
I
love the stories about, we're talking about Norm earlier, the stories where Norm would know they weren't going to take his ideas. So he would like pitch the craziest, stupid stuff during the pitch meetings and stuff. There's so many stories about him. That guy was a wrecking ball. It's really funny that, he got fired because he was talking about O.J. Simpson too much, with all the stuff that he did on that show that he probably could have gotten fired for.
Well, that's the problem with that was that was when whoever the guy is now, Lorne left. Yeah. They brought in that other executive producer, that Don Ohlmeyer, who was best friends from NBC Sports with OJ. So the reason OJ was on NBC Sports was because of Don Ohlmeyer. So yeah,
the Quisling. He went on. Norm went on David Letterman. David Letterman hated Don Ohlmeyer.
Oh yeah,
and like they had a hilarious couple of different appearances where they talked about him. I love old David Letterman, dude. Like when he got hired at CBS and he had FU money and they gave him autonomous power. He was
4 years were great. Yeah,
was so amazing. Like
old school prime time finally. It wasn't late.
Do you remember when David Letterman used to throw shit off the top of the building? Like they would just throw.
He'd put stuff in a hydraulic press.
Yeah. They would literally throw bowling balls and like watermelons and all kinds of crazy shit just off the top of like a, I don't know, 7-8 story building into the street. Like dude, there's no way you could do that, but he did it. Like the crazy stuff he did back in the day. They would throw stuff down the hallways and stuff and knock holes in walls and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Good times. There was a guy in the Dallas market in radio named Russ Martin. No relation, by the way. Russ Martin was big time here for many, many, many years. And he got a lot of his stuff from that period. I'm not saying he stole it from Dave, but they had very similar type of stuff. He would do crazy shit like that too here in Dallas.
Which is hard on radio because it's radio.
But he was really good at it, and they legitimately they blew up stuff, and they had the fire department there all the time. It was awesome. It's good. It was a great show. It was absolutely great. He passed away a few years ago.
Just local radio's gone.
Oh, dude, it doesn't exist anymore. People don't even know what radio. Like people that talk about radio now, nobody talks about radio because it's not
all syndicated from someplace, and you throw in your local commercial here and there, and boom.
It's all Janet Jackson's fault. I'm sorry. I love Janet Jackson, but that BS she did at the Super Bowl, that started the apocalypse, the radio apocalypse. Howard Stern had to leave, and when he left, that was the end.
There's so many commercials too. Even if you listen to like ESPN radio or something like that, it's like 37 minutes of commercials, it feels like.
It's
in an hour.
It's bad.
Ooh. Hey, Luke's here. Toons is the driving cat.
What's up,
Luke?
Luke?
One of my favorites too on Saturday Night.
The Toonsinada.
The cat that can drive a car.
Yes. I'm scared. What was that? When Toots was chasing him and he's like, I'm scared. I don't know what to do. The cat is going to get me. Good times. Yeah. Saturday Night Live. Dude, we didn't know what we had. We didn't know. There's been several cast groups that were like magic together, and you don't realize it until it's almost over. And then like you don't have time to really appreciate it because
it's constantly changing too.
Yeah.
Every season it's 2 to 3 things, and the writers change and everything changes. So
yeah, 100%.
It's amazing it's lasted as long as it has with that much change. Just not one guy locked in.
Yeah. Okay, so ASTROSMASH, things were kind of strange. We're going to do another ASTROSMASH at another time. We'll figure that out. We'll come up with a better.
It out. It's a number passing by thing. You're hitting more rocks than I was.
I think next time what we could do, PJ, is do what you suggested and play that other version and then it'll solve a lot of this for us as far as like the scoring and the time and all this kind of stuff. So
I don't think it would have made 40,000 difference, but
okay, fair enough. But we could start it at different levels of difficulty, right? We could set the level of difficulty, and that I don't know.
Or we could bet on it, and you start at 30, or no, I start at 30 minutes, and you start at 15.
Hey, you know what? I'm willing to try just about.
That's the way I can figure out you could do odds with that. Is like adjust the time.
I'll try anything once. I mean,
like in horse racing, we add like an extra pound and a half on the jockey or whatever.
Yeah. Luke says, "Oh, this is ASTROSMASH. I thought it was Astro Glide Stream. My bad, wrong stream. Not necessarily. You are most welcome here, Luke.
I mean, it is a monetized stream, so
yeah.
Hey now.
Yeah. So, wow, interesting night.
Great group.
Yeah, we have a great group of people. We really do. Prime One is responsible for bringing in a lot of really good people into the membership. But even before this happened, even before we fully monetize stuff, there's always been a good group of people that have hung out here just to have fun and hang out and not get into all the weird stuff that tends to happen sometimes. I've been I know this is going to sound condescending. I've been very proud of you guys. Very proud of you guys. Keep it, keep the ship going this way. I very much enjoyed doing this channel, since things have been going very well, and I just want you guys to know I appreciate that. And PJ, you've helped me in so many ways to be enthusiastic about doing YouTube again, because there was times, PJ, when I was like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this, but it's going pretty well. So
we're glad you're here. We appreciate you here.
We're glad you're here, PJ. Oh,
I try to help when I can. And then just
I was trying to click you to bring you up, and I clicked remove. Like, we're glad you're here. And that was not intentional. That was not the plan. Sorry. Anyway. Okay. Well, PJ, so
soon. I'll be streaming soon.
This is what I'm wondering, because you've been studying OBS. You've given me some you've really made me excited to know what you might be cooking up, to be honest.
Oh, that's not really excited or anything. I mean, if I'm just on there, that's like, an exciting thing.
Oh no.
There's no groundbreaking shit happening of any kind. So nobody get their hopes up in that regard. If you just actually see me playing a game on there, you'd be like, wow, holy crap, look at exactly doing it. That's going to be about the extent.
Okay. Well, that's fine with me. That's more than enough. I'll be very happy.
Be an interview with Buzz Aldrin, or I mean, nothing like crazy.
Well, we could do that. We could put like a picture. I could, instead of having my camera, I could have a picture of Buzz Aldrin, and I'll talk all like, I don't know how, but
lips.
Yeah, with the lips.
Like the old days when they did Bill Clinton.
Who's that? You said I went to the moon. What? Who? I don't even like cheese. Huh? Who are you? Do you know my grandson?
That was that Kubrick guy.
Yeah, that's right. PJ's channel is all Castlemania. Yeah, I got to play Castlemania again for Prime. I got to do it again. It's tough. I got to get psyched up for it, get myself ready for that.
But as far as the OBS thing, I mean, if I could figure out how to play the intro that I have and all that, I'm getting closer. So maybe in a week, maybe.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. And nothing, like I said, nothing crazy. Don't,
Cool. What let me ask you this. When you imagine yourself streaming on your channel, doing your thing, what console do you think might be the first choice that you stream?
I might have a wheel of consoles.
Oh.
And then with that console wheel, I may have a game wheel.
A wheel within a wheel?
The console, then you throw the game wheel.
Wow.
I don't know. It's just an idea.
Wow.
That out there.
You have revolutionary ideas, PJ.
Viva la revolution.
Rebellions are built on hope.
Viva Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Viva Las Vegas. Cyrus, you could always play Police Jump instead.
Okay, I've never seen Police Jump. I've seen Castlemania.
I've never heard of it, and I've never heard of whatever he said.
Never heard of it. Okay, now I'm really scared.
I've never heard of it, and I don't know what he said. It was playing on some console I may have heard of, but I definitely have never played. So I don't know. A wheel Inception.
I can't remember what the console was now.
Prime 1. What was the console again? Because it was, like I said, it's not something.
It would probably be ColecoVision, big block. There's probably for the first one. Yeah, I think so. I got the most options.
Yeah. ColecoVision, dude.
I get the equal options of the television too, I guess. But
yeah, but ColecoVision, we need more ColecoVision. We really do.
Looks better, damn it.
I'm
not knocking the television, but it just looks better.
It's a great system. Remember the 5th of November?
I love that movie. That was such a well done movie.
What is that movie named?
And that's a comic book movie. V for Vendetta.
Yeah, V for Vendetta. That's right.
People always like Red. Red was a comic book movie too. The one with Bruce Willis and all the.
That's right.
All the old timers.
Yeah.
They need to do more comic book movies along those lines and not just character. You know?
I'm really going to have to turn in. Oh, hell, thanks for coming by, dude.
Thank you so much,
rest.
Hell.
Yeah, get some rest, dude. For sure. Take some Tylenol or something. The channel could be called
Vision.
The Coleco Vision.
Luke always comes up with good names.
Yes, it does. Oh, we have a link from Prime One. I don't know what that's. I can't do that right now. How dare you, Prime One?
See, now I want to know what it is.
I do. I want to know, but I can't do nothing with it right now.
Can you copy and paste and open and things and stuff? Wait.
All right, let me see if I can do something with it.
Maybe I can do that. Hold on. Oh, wow.
It's a commercial.
It's a 90-minute commercial. It's an infomercial. And it won't.
Police jump. VTech Creative Vision. You're not going to be able to see it on screen. Sorry. What the hell kind of console is this?
Wait, isn't VTech? Didn't they make all those children's consoles?
This looks kind of like Intellivision-ish or something.
Okay.
Maybe a little simpler. Yeah,
this
it's a little
very
simpler.
Intellivision-ish. Well, this looks nice. What year did this come out?
I don't know. Sorry, I can't show you guys.
You don't show anybody either, but it's got a Beauty and the Beast feel and a Donkey Kong feel.
It's kind of weird.
I kind of like it. All right,
it's a trap.
It totally. Look at some of the later levels of it. Oh wow. Okay, this game looks fun. Good recommendation.
Is it a European thing? Is it like?
Is it really something else? Yeah. Will we know it by another name?
I don't know.
I'm trying to see anything else about it, and I'm not really seeing much. All right,
VTech Creative Vision.
VTech Premiere.
Google it.
Are you Googling it?
Yeah, I'm Creative Vision. Oh, there's a Wikipedia. The VTech Creative Vision is a hybrid computer and home video game console introduced by VTech in 1981 and released in 1982 during the second generation of video game consoles. It cost $295 Australian in Australia. It's funny they say that.
In 1981.
In 1982.
Okay, first thing we got to do is we have to convert the Australian dollars to US dollars. And
it's funny how they say it, though. They say it costs $295 Australian dollars in Australia. Like, what is a funny way of saying that? The hybrid unit was similar in concept to computers such as the APF Imagination Machine or Imagination Machine, maybe. The older Video Brain family computer. I've never heard of any of this. And to a lesser extent, the Intellivision game console and Coleco Atom computer, all of which anticipated the trend of video game consoles becoming more like low-end computers. It was discontinued in 1986.
Okay, just Australian dollars. $295 is worth $1,278 today. So now I got to find out the difference between the Australian dollar and the US dollar, which could have varied, obviously.
I can tell you this. I remember when my mom bought us an Intellivision, the regular wood grain Intellivision, it was $300 back then. And that was 84, maybe, when she bought that. I know the reason I remember how much it costs is because my mom bought us two of them because the first one burned up. Like something happened with it and it smoked and burned up inside. So she bought another Intellivision for us. And she told us how much it cost. And I remembered because I was like, $300.
It's the equivalent to about $200 back then, US dollars.
Yeah.
So that still would have been probably, I mean, what was the Intellivision? 199, I think, or 249 actually.
Television. What I was saying is when we bought it, it was $300. But again, I don't know if it was.
When I bought it, didn't come with it. Oh, it only came with Poker and Blackjack. That's right. It did come with
Poker and Blackjack. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Got mine Christmas 1980.
What are you talking about? Hey, Cy, do you think of LSD Dream? What? Hey, Cy, what do you think of LSD Dream Emulator? I don't know. What is there an emulator that simulates having an LSD experience?
Yeah, liquid or blotter. What are we?
$300.
Was that short for? Was there a console began with an L though? Maybe you just got the middle letter wrong or something there.
I know there's a lot of consoles that started by taking an L, but I don't know that they started with an L.
I'm not gonna name any names.
Yeah. Super graphics. Excuse me. It's an old PS1 game. I've never heard of that either. You guys find the most interesting things that I've never heard of. Was trying to put out an old reference to Erector Set. Yes, I knew what you were talking about. I knew what you were talking about. I'm going to pretend like I knew exactly what I didn't know what you mean. The Creative Vision was distributed in many European countries. Not many, but like many. Not
many. Vast.
Not the little countries.
No Liechtenstein.
Including most German-speaking countries like West Germany. You think? Austria and Switzerland, and also Italy, South Africa, in Israel under the Educate 2002. What a weird name.
I would guess Argentina then also. Oh, wait. Maybe that's something else.
Dude, listen to this. It was also distributed in New Zealand under the Dick Smith Wizard name.
Oh, I have heard about that. I saw, is it the Laird or something on YouTube?
I've watched that guy, yeah.
I love watching that guy. But he does all these consoles that just, they were big in another country, or they just never really, a lot of English consoles, it seems like, didn't make it.
This is a weird one. It also was known as
that game, that jail prison jump. Was that what it was called? Police Jump.
Police Jump.
Yeah. Horrible.
Sounds like it is a weird name.
It sounds like a Charlie's Angels spinoff.
Police Jump.
This week. A Quinn Martin production.
What do you imagine when you hear the term police jump? What does that imagine? What I imagine is like police like getting together, like 4 or 5 of them, beating the crap out of some dude in an alley.
Or Dukes of Hazzarding.
Oh yeah, jump. Yeah, that's a better one. That's a better one than what I can.
Snake River Canyon. Something.
We police jumped last week. Oh damn! No, it was the jump one. Oh okay.
Look
okay, we're good then. I thought you were talking about the other one. No, we did that last week.
Shot in the style of the Beastie Boys Sabotage video. The whole thing.
Look, they speak German in Germany. What? It's crazy. Yes, I don't know, Bass. I don't know.
Oh, look at that. Prime 1. That's a good point.
Everyone can get access to the Creative Vision on the Analog Pocket.
So it's on.
It's not on the Duo. The Analog Pocket can run multiple cores. Okay. This is a
weird thing. Emulated. That's interesting that there's an emulation packet or something for it.
I'm sure there's an emulator that's just a regular emulator I could download to play this. But
I thought the game looked good. It looked better than Castlemania. I'm not going to lie there.
How dare you? Well, I'll say this: the controller is weird because it's like a hybrid of a ColecoVision and Intellivision, and it's sideways. It's like horizontal.
So it has a number pad.
It's strange.
Does it have a stick or a pad?
I want to show you this.
Or is it a pad stick like the ColecoVision?
I'm going to try to show you this. Hang on. I don't know if I can do this or not. I'm going to try. I'm going to bring up a...
You can take a picture on your phone and show your phone to the screen.
Hang on. I'm going to see if it'll let me add. I don't think it's going to let me add.
Print the screen to your... Send the screen to your printer, and then you can just show it. In dot matrix. Prime 1. Good luck finding one. Oh, eBay. Somebody eBay one, please. We got to see. $1,600. But you know what? Casey's got one for sure, right?
Yeah, it's not going to let me add it. Oh, I can do this. I can do this. Hang on.
Casey's still here.
He's always here.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
Yeah, probably. Hang on. I'm going to do this. I just have to do it the hard way, the old-fashioned way, through OBS. I got it. Nobody panic. There it is.
Now, see, I kind of like that controller. Look, you could do a ton with that thing.
Yeah.
I remember how somebody came out with the Intellivision controller with it sideways like that.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Let me make it.
It's like a regular controller nowadays.
Hang on, let me bring it full screen here. So many things I have to click on. Okay, there.
That really doesn't look so bad. I mean, it's full alphanumeric.
But the buttons are on the top and see, because if you hold it sideways, your buttons are on the top and bottom.
Some letters, right? There's like 15 letters there.
It's got numbers, letters,
but it's only got 6 numbers.
That's 7, weird. 8, 9, that's weird, dude. That's weird.
I almost kind of like it, maybe though. It looks like it'd be okay to play.
Well,
is that a fire button though in the middle of the joystick? I don't like that.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. No, so that on the you talk about on top of the
under that. Okay, I'd put my 2 fingers under that thing, have that at the top, and it would just go left. Oh, that is a little weird, isn't it?
It is weird, but I like weird
when you're holding it and you're just pressing. Maybe that works. I don't know. Okay, now I want to get a controller in my hand of just this and see if it works or not.
It seems like it has overlays, right? Because of the
definitely it's open ended there.
Yeah.
So it almost looks like an Intellivision controller. If you really, it really does. If you flipped it, and they put the buttons lower on it. And the disc is the same size.
Yeah, but it only has one button on each side.
Right.
It's weird.
I'm wondering, though, if those are the only action buttons, too, on it, though. Like, I bet you can't fire with the keypad. It's only the button on the joystick and that side button. It's nice design. It's only one. No, it's 2 controllers. It's kind of a nice design. Look how compact the thing is.
It's very similar to... ColecoVision and Intellivision, but also
it's got an AC adapter the size of a car battery, probably.
Yeah, you probably have to like pull string start it. Like a.
You have to get somebody to come jump your console.
Maybe controller 2 is the other half of the keyboard.
Oh wait, look at Luke. Luke's right.
Oh my God, it is. Luke.
Okay, that's pretty genius for the time. It got around the whole Intellivision.
I gotta make this bigger.
It got around the whole Intellivision argument about we have to have a keyboard for the computer.
So it's not just so it has the letters and it has the rest of the numbers and it has enter and space. It is a full. You're right. It's not a full keyboard, but it's got everything
keyboard.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. It's not a 2025 keyboard. It doesn't have function and control and
So if you used it like a keyboard, would you be leaving the controllers in the console?
Yes.
And then you would use the joystick like a mouse or something?
And then it's basically like the Atari 400 keyboard was. That membrane keyboard.
Luke, you get 50 points. You're correct. 50. You get 50 points, dude. Use them however you want. Yeah, that's brilliant. Good job. You have to pedal to keep it going.
It's like the coconut radio. It's a Gilligan's Island.
That's right. Gilligan's Island. This is the console from Gilligan's Island. That's right. People always say, if you were stranded on a desert island, what video game? You're on a desert island. What are you talking about?
The Howl Vision.
Oh, man. This is weird. Prime One, thank you for bringing this up. You also get 50 points.
You got to look for one of these in your video game store, that really uber good one.
So this has a reset. Dude, they don't have this. I've never seen this before. I don't even know if this was released in the United States.
For it before.
Well, we don't even. Okay, let me go back to the article because they said Europe and they said Australia and New Zealand. I didn't see nothing about this being released in the United States.
Oh no, but I'm sure there's a few here.
Maybe.
I bet there's a lot. All right, did you go on eBay yet? All right, I'll go.
The tariff would probably be crazy. Oh, here it goes. The U.S. release was planned, but was never sold efficient. But wait, what? The U.S. release. I'm trying to read this. It's the writing on this article is crazy. They say, I don't know, it's weird. It says,
ladies and gentlemen, we have one on eBay.
Okay, you have it on eBay?
I have it on eBay. What are we guessing? What's the over under? What are we guessing, kids? Everybody put their guess in right now.
500.
What they thinking? Nobody cheat.
I'm not cheating. I'm guessing.
Nobody cheat. Everybody put in their guess for what they think the VTech CreativeVision console computer.
I said 500.
This is untested.
I think I see the exact one you're looking at now. Wow.
We have a 500. What else? We got anybody else? 2,500 from Brian F. 2,500. Anything else? 283. We got 283.
Oh, dude, the AC adapter is bizarre. It's got one of those. It's got one of those Atari. It's one of those Atari 5200 type jobs where the signal comes out of the AC adapter.
Oh,
and the plug is
go wrong with that. That wouldn't overheat ever. Okay, so the price for this thing untested, $489.95. So the winner goes to Big Block. He didn't go over.
But it's only $45.38 a month with Klarna.
There are some cartridges though for CreativeVision, $1,100, $300.
See, this is why Prime One is so bad with money. This right here. That's
$5,000.
This is what's wrong with Prime One. There's your evidence. Luke had it right on 500. Yeah. It's about what it is.
Yeah, you did too.
I just guessed because I just bought a Super Graphics and I was like, it's probably about 500.
Cartridges are all like different colored cartridges. They look kind of nice. They're small. They're really tiny.
Yeah, Luke, you were close. Very close. Base was actually not too far off, but the
5,000 is still around, if I remember right. Don't they make children's stuff?
Probably.
I think they make children's computer things, like little.
Yeah. I know Vault Tech is in that video game. What's that game? War Never Changes. I can't remember the name of the series. Fallout. Fallout. I'm sure it's not the same.
You can build a homebrew CreativeVision console. There's plans to make that.
They really, really like these. It's a console, but it's a PC too. Nick did a video recently about the Atari.
Nick hasn't done a video on this.
I don't know. He did. Well, he did one recently on the XEGS, and I own an XEGS. Nick's take on the console. I'm going to call you Rick from now on. You're now Rick, Geekstorian. So Rick did this video on the XEGS, and he was like the whole time just confused, basically, just like, why? What's happening here? What? And he's like,
color scheme ever for a computer.
It didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense.
Let's put a bunch of soft colors on here. Maybe you won't notice it's here.
Do the controllers disconnect? Okay.
Yeah, Nick, you have to do a control. I mean, you have to do a video on this now.
It looks like they do. Just looking at that right there, it looks like they
disconnect. Yeah,
yeah.
And they unplug. So. Look, you're replaceable if you needed them.
Yeah.
Or you could put an extension, I bet, on it.
Oh, they do. Looking at the eBay picture, they definitely do disconnect. Yeah. Yeah. So that's good. Yeah.
Now, I wonder if there's like just a basic, like a basic programming language cassette that comes possibly with it. I mean, otherwise, why is it in a computer setup, I guess? Is it just an illusion only?
I don't know.
Just to get past the Australian parents. Hey, it's a computer.
Rick says, I mean, you have to admit, the XEGS kind of makes no. Dude, I'm totally. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense when it came out, but I still wanted it.
What's the difference between the 800 and the XEGS, though?
Okay, the XEGS is an 800 and a 400. It's an XE computer. It's an XE computer that they called the XEGS because they changed the form factor around to where you could use it like a console. You didn't have to use it like a computer.
Does the GS stand for Game Station or something like that?
Game System.
Okay. And it had light gun and stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it had a light gun. It used the same controller as the regular computers and also the 2600.
Right.
It was an XE computer, 64K, if I remember correctly, XE computer. So it runs XE software, Atari 800 and 400 software.
But there's a light gun too. Couldn't get that.
And it has a light gun. Yes, it has a light gun. And that light gun, you can use that light gun on the Atari 7800 and the 2600 for the light gun games that exist for that. And there are some.
It works on the Sega Master System.
It does not work on the Master. I have tried that. It does not. And the Master System one, huh?
I wouldn't have been shocked if it did. Really. I mean,
Well,
light gun, you'd think.
You would think because it's the same pin plugs, but it's a different pin out. It's like
they had the pins going to different places.
Yeah,
right, that makes sense.
It's like it's like the Enforcer light guns for Genesis.
It's
Same
just
thing.
An adapter away.
Right. Yep. Also, check out the Dina. The Dina. What's the Dina?
Is that a computer console?
I don't know. The NES and Master System were both out a few years. The Genesis was about to come out, and the ST line, the PC was out. Yeah, it was a bizarre thing to do. There was some bizarre decision making happening at the Atari computer end of things during that time period.
Weren't they sold a couple times though? In a time period there.
Jack Trammell came in and was very focused on the computers, but then his son took over and he was out for a while, and then he came back, and Time Warner got involved in stuff, and it's really complex.
When it got really screwed up when Time Warner got involved.
It's very complex. And they sabotaged themselves many times. The 7800 was done and ready to go like 2 years before they finally put it out. And they just didn't put it out. It's very strange. VTech had Creative Vision, Socrates.
I've heard the Creative Vision. Obviously.
We're getting into super nerdville with this stuff. Like
that.
Oh,
Fairchild Channel F coming soon.
Sorry.
I love the Fairchild. That was the first system I ever played.
I've never played one. They have one over here, but I've not played it. It's too expensive to buy, so I'm not going to buy it.
I like the joystick on it. It's kind of cool. It was like a motorcycle throttle almost. Yeah. And it had this triangle thing at the top. And there's a button on the top. There's a trigger on it. It wasn't bad. I mean, for the time, it had cartridges. And
let me say this in defense of the Atari XEGS. I understand everything you're saying, and I don't disagree. It was a bizarre idea. It didn't fit. It didn't make any sense, and it didn't do well. I agree with all that. But as a retro console computer experience, it's pretty damn good. Like if you get one of those flash cards for it, like I have, there's thousands of programs, like not just retail games. There's homebrew, there's demos, there's actual software. It's very interesting. It's a lot of fun to play with, but I'm not debating that it was a bad idea. I'm just saying, like, it is pretty fun. It's pretty fun. That's why I haven't sold it, because I really like it.
And you ever going into a monitor? Like
it plugs
your TV?
It has composite output built into it.
Oh,
so you can just
regular TV. Okay.
It'll work on just regular, and it has a good signal that comes out of it. So it's pretty good. I have a 5200. Obviously, I love the 5200. And internally, they're basically the same thing. Like the 5200 and the Atari XE computer, kind of in the same ballpark. So a lot of the games that are on one are on the other. But you would think, oh, well, then they're the exact same. But they're not, because of the control. Because with the 5200, you have analog, and you have 2 buttons on this side and 2 buttons on this side, and the keypad. And with the XE computer or any of the 8-bit computers, you have a joystick with 1 button.
Yep.
Okay. And if you want to do anything else, it has to be done on the keyboard. So a lot of the games don't use that functionality. They just use the 1 button. So yeah, it makes controls.
Star Raiders so good.
Yeah. So there's some games that are better on the Atari computer And there's some games that are better on the 5200, even though technically they look and sound exactly the same, but they're different experiences.
But you still had backwards compatibility with the 7800, right?
No.
No, the 5200 had backward.
5200 is only backwards compatible with 2600 if you buy the adapter.
7800 is not backwards compatible with anything, is it?
It's only backwards compatible with the other previous computers, like the 8-bit computers. So 400, 800, XE, and then that's ST is a different thing. That's not. Yeah, that's a whole different. It's 16-bit computers, but all the 8-bit stuff is, as long as you get a high enough level. Once you get into the XE level, then pretty much everything backwards is compatible. Although there are some demos and homebrew stuff that I can't play on it because they're designed to work on an XE, a later model XE that has more RAM. So I only have 64K, and some of these programs want 128 or whatever.
We'll just pick up another, RAM slice and just.
I think you can actually upgrade the RAM in the XE GS.
It was real easy in the 800. I remember.
I don't think it's as easy in the XEGS, but I think it's possible. I think it is possible.
Screw it in.
I don't know how to do any of that. So
I bet there's a YouTube video on it somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure that's probably true. Prime One, you all can get access to the Fairchild Analog Pocket. Rick says, I should have pointed out why they didn't at least make it work with the 5200 is just barfling. I like that. That's a new term. We're going to use that. That's a t-shirt term right there. Barfling.
Nick got a 7800 plus.
I have one of those too. I have it right here.
Picked up Atari did. I'm sorry, Nick. Rick.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, yeah, Saboteur did.
Saboteur. They've been putting these things on sale quite a bit. If you can find a really good deal on one, get it.
I'm waiting for the Intellivision Plus. Maybe.
Maybe. Here's the problem that you're going to have with the Intellivision Plus. I can tell you right now. You know what your problem is going to be? You're going to have the same. No. I'm talking about for just as a guy who wants to play the games. You're going to have a problem, the same problem I have with the 7800 Plus, which is you're not going to be able to use the LTO flash. You're not going to be able to use.
You got to get carts.
That's right. So, that's why I don't even own a flash cartridge for Atari, because I just buy cartridges.
But let's think though. I think the 2600 Plus and the 7800 Plus were planned exactly the same time as each other. Okay, so there's no SD card slot, if I remember right, for them, right?
No, there's not.
Maybe since there's no backwards compatibility at all with the Intellivision Plus, they do put an SD card thing in there.
That'd be pretty cool. Just put an SD card. But here's the other thing I want to know.
The controller is going to cost them so much, though, to get that figured out.
Okay. Controllers. This is what I want to know, PJ. Oh, man, I lost my train of thought. I had something I was going to say, and I forgot what I was going to say.
Slot.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I remembered. What emulator are they putting in it? That's very important, because there's only one emulator that exists that actually supports all the stuff you need to play all the homebrew stuff, because all the other emulators for Intellivision do not. So what's that going to look like? Because you talk about a bunch of disappointed people. If they bring out an Intellivision Plus that can't play a lot of these new homebrews,
they have more homebrews than they do original titles at this point. Yeah, they would have to have a workaround for that, I would think.
I mean, I think that's going to be taken care of, because they've been, apparently people like the Intellivision gamer actually knows some inside baseball on some of this, but won't tell anyone.
If everything's already on a cartridge, though, it'd have to work on an emulator is the way I think about it, though, right?
No.
Why? Because they're just adding more RAM to it and stuff, or more ROM?
Oh, okay. This is what I'm saying. So like,
it's a ROM dumper. I know that.
There are cartridges that are made that have functionality that is beyond what the actual Intellivision can do. Like the cartridge has some processing that takes place on it, or bank switching.
So they're only emulator only homebrews for the Intellivision?
No. What I'm trying to say is there are emulators that don't have that functionality, which is why the ROMs for those games don't work on these other emulators. There's only one emulator out there that actually supports these extra functions.
Oh, it'd have to handle multiple emulators and have patches or whatever to make all those other games work. Okay. That would be hard.
I don't know what they're going to do. We'll have to see how it all turns out.
It's all Casey's fault.
XEGS is not compatible with Castlemania. Well, I couldn't get it to work, so I thought it was my flash cartridge, or maybe you're right. Maybe it's the actual XEGS. That's probably what it is. Yeah, the only way I can play Castlemania is through emulation. Rick says, however, but except for these words, define the Atari experience. What did I miss? I missed something. Hang on, let me back up. He says, even the other console that was the same thing didn't want anything to do with the 5200. Oh my God.
I mean, this kind of just jumped right over it, didn't they?
I refuse to entertain this assault on the 5200's sterling reputation. I love my Atari 5200, but I'll tell you this. I've owned a couple of them, and I know how bad it can be if it doesn't work properly. I mean, if you don't have good controllers and it just doesn't work properly, I mean, it's useless. It's a piece of shit. But if you do have working controllers and you have modded your console to not have to use that stupid RF box, which I have, then the 5200 is great.
Entertainment center, that thing.
Yeah. I love mine, but I understand there have been major changes that have had to take place in the hardware for me to get to a point where I love it. So that's probably not a fair assessment of the console. I understand why people don't like it. Brian F., I want someone to do Atari computer line on the analog. Is it not on the Analog Pocket, the Atari computers?
What are they doing?
That doesn't make any sense.
Can't play Blue Max? That doesn't make sense.
Luke says, no SD card slot on the 7800 Plus? No SD card slot. Nope. Salvatore, I'll pay full price for the Intellivision Plus. What is full price? How much do you think it'll cost?
Boy, you talk about the cartridge market for Intellivision, pop through the roof.
Yeah, right now you can buy Intellivision cartridges for like nothing. Like there's a few that
$8, $6.
Yeah. There's a few that are pricey, but most of them I have like 80 something cartridges.
If Atari puts out a system.
Yeah. So if I was you and I was wanting to make some quick cash, no, I would not do that. I would not. I'm just kidding.
Corner the market on Intellivision cartridges.
Buy them all up.
Because
I'm sitting on a gold mine.
Any of them, so
no. Wait a minute. PJ, has this been Casey's master plan all along?
It's his master nightmare. Think about it. He can't sell anything. He'd never sell anything.
He's bought all this Intellivision stuff, and
it's
he's
a museum
just waiting.
More than anything else at this point. It's not a commodity. It's a museum. It's funded by the government.
Okay. Atari Lynx. I always wanted a Lynx. I always did. They have some modded ones where they're selling at that store with the LCD screens and everything. Beautiful.
The Lynx was only portable, right?
Yeah. The Model 2 Lynx. There's a model
into a TV. Can you play it on a big screen, like with a cable out or anything?
Well, if you have a modded one, but they didn't come that way.
But in the day, they didn't come that way. Okay.
No.
All right.
But they do now. You just have to have them. Well, you can play, like if you have the Atari 50 collection, there's some Lynx games on there.
I did play that. I played a couple of them on there, but I mean, never really had one in my hand. Play it.
Yeah. I've never owned one. I've always wanted the Model 2. I just never I never was able to get one. I don't know. I don't know if I want to get one, but
the whole problem with those things back in the day was, hey, yeah, the battery life is like 9 minutes if you want to play this game. If you're in the back of a car, that was the whole key. Is it going to get me through a 2-hour car ride? No.
Well, 2 hours. Good luck. Yeah.
Yeah. It was never going to make it.
Dude, I got to tell you something funny. I mentioned this a long time ago. I got a Game Gear when I was a kid, and I had the car adapter for it. And we went on a trip out of town, and I plugged that thing into the cigarette lighter adapter so I could play it while we were going. And I killed the battery in the car.
I was just going to say, you left it on and you left the car and it just drained it. I had somebody had a Sirius radio that would do that too. And they couldn't figure out, why is my battery dead every morning? It's like, dude, it's your Sirius radio.
Yeah. No, my mom was very understanding about it, but I know she was pissed.
We all carried jumper cables back then. It wasn't
yeah.
If you didn't have them, that guy had them.
But I was like, I never ever imagined it would have any impact on the battery, on the car battery. I was like, what? But yeah,
hey, just having that little, we should call them the opera light, the back seat or whatever they call those. You just leave that one on accidentally. Boom.
Yeah. Wow. Did you drape a rosary around it? What?
Hey, that always helps anything. When in doubt.
Sounds like Prime 1 is shilling for analog. I think Brian 1 might actually be somebody that works. He might be the owner of Analog, actually. Starting to become very suspicious of Prime 1.
Good job on the Duo. Just saying.
Yeah, no, good job on this the Super Nintendo one, the Mega SG, good work. But
you beat Atari to the punch and put an Intellivision one out.
Yeah, please. FPGA with a SD card slot. Let's do it.
Could rip that up over the weekend.
Rick says the 5200 should have at least gotten the same love. Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you this. The 5200 pissed people off because they were like, you want me to buy a whole new set of accessories and cartridges and stuff? And Atari was like, oh, people are really mad. We better put out an adapter. By that time, people didn't care anymore. They were like done. They were like, F you, right? And what's really weird is Nintendo did the same thing with the Super Nintendo. People were mad, and Nintendo pretty much said, eat a dick. They were like, we don't care that you're mad.
They've said that a few times. Over the
and they got away with it. And we all look at the Super Nintendo as like, oh, one of the best consoles of all time, and we loved it and everything else. It's just funny. Atari did not get away with it. They did not get away with that shit. Is there a good aftermarket controller? Oh, you talking about for the 5200? There's a guy who has been on this channel in the chat a few times called his channel's called Wired Up Retro. If you haven't been to it, go check out Wired Up Retro on YouTube. He will show you some freaking amazing controller options, not just for 5200, but for other consoles and stuff. But he has discovered so many cool things.
That would be huge.
Yeah.
It's such a huge problem with that console.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I rebuilt 2 controllers with the parts and stuff you can get online with the gold contacts and all this stuff. So I have 2 really solid controllers for my 5200, but I've got like 6 that are unusable. So it's
parts is parts.
Yeah. Yeah. I could rebuild all of them probably, but maybe not all of them. There's some of them that are
$6 million controller.
Yes, we have the technology. We could.
You're Oscar Goldman.
Call Lee Majors up. Hey, are you busy? Yeah. No Atari PC on the Analog Pocket.
Yet.
I think he does work for Analog. This explains so much.
This explains a lot, actually.
Kevin says your love for the console is admirable. I hope it loves you back in kind. Oh, well, what happens in private is none of your business. Anyway, when Skynet takes over, I hope it vouches for you. Me too. That's really what this is all about. It's trying to build goodwill with the machines. That's really what this is about. Brian, if some Intellivision works on Analog Pocket, but it needs number presses that don't work so well. Oh.
So no baseball, no football, no Dungeons and Dragons, no.
Night Stalker might be a problem. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Well, that's unfortunate. As
oh my God. Get stop. That'd be funny if he just popped in just now.
Hey guys. He's in character and everything. I would love that. If Chuck ever came on and he was just in Art Big Fall character, I would just be like, stay in character. Do not get out of character.
Art hates Intellivision.
That's right. I'm
Remember
just
he broke his play cable the other day.
Oh yeah. I saw that video. My God.
Oh God.
What a maniac.
Those things are like $900.
Chuck is insane. But I love him. He's a good guy.
He should have an electronics store. Crazy Chucks.
Crazy Chuck. Crazy Chuck.
20%.
Pistols in here.
No. 50% off everything on this side of the room.
Everything from this
for the next hour only. Hurry, get here now.
From 12:51 p.m. till 1:17 a.m. This is on sale.
On this shelf, but below this shelf. Come over here.
Anybody that walks in here wearing one sock and one shoe, but on the opposite foot, gets 50% off, but only between the hours of 2 and 3 p.m.
Free balloons for the kids.
Yes. But if you bring kids in here, never mind. We don't serve their kind here. It's a video game store. No kids. Some Intellivision works on Analog Pocket. Already read that. Nick says, I believe you drained your Game Gear battery, so you were in the store. I didn't have any batteries when this happened. That's why I had it plugged into the cigarette adapter so I could play it in the back seat while we were going out of town. This is when I was a kid. I didn't have no batteries. The damn Game Gear sucked batteries. Can't afford batteries when I'm a kid. You get batteries and you're done with them in like 2.5 hours, and then you have no batteries.
You had to buy the grocery store batteries that were cheap and they'd last like 10 minutes.
Yeah, the crap batteries.
Didn't get no Evereadys.
That's all we had.
Cells.
So literally, with the Game Gear,
lithium.
I never had batteries. You had an AC adapter and I had the car charger. It wasn't even a charger. It's just a plug thing for the car. There's no charging. It's powering the Game Gear.
Plugged into the ashtray because every car had 5 ashtrays.
Pull the cigarette lighter out, blow in it, get the ashes out of there. Get down in there. You got to get in there.
We had a car where the cigarette lighters are right in the middle, and in your door, immediately to your right, there's another cigarette lighter.
Oh, did I not make that clear? That's what I was saying, Nick. I drained the car battery. I didn't drain my system's battery. I drained the car battery. Yes. My mom, like I said, she's a saint because I know she wanted to murder me and leave me in that other town, or at least just leave me in the other town with like a broken kneecap or something. But she didn't do that. Yeah. Why am I not surprised? The Game Gear would kill itself on batteries in like an hour. I'm not surprised. Yeah, exactly. Prime One, you all have access to PC Engine, TurboGrafx, PC and CD, Super Graphics on the Analog Pocket. Well, sir, let me tell you something, sir. Let me just address what you've said, sir. I have access to all of that right now without an Analog Pocket. Although Analog Pocket is pretty cool. I'm not going to say it's not pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
It's really cool.
And I can only say that I do have access to all that because I just got a Super Graphics. And I'm insane. I say Chuck is insane. I say Rab is insane. I bought a Super Graphics.
What are you playing as of late?
What am I playing as
on
of
the
late?
Super Graphics? Anything in particular?
Okay. I've spent so much time learning about the Super Graphics, setting things up, plugging in cheat codes for games, installing just ridiculous amounts of like demo software for different things and versions, translations, and different. I spent a lot of time doing that, but then I started to play through Night Creatures, and I realized that I needed that switch on the back of the system that I discovered.
That's right. Yeah,
I didn't even know that was a thing that you had to switch. because I was like, why can I hear the? Yeah, but it would have been in Japanese anyway because it's But anyway, so I've played a little bit of a lot, but I haven't really started focusing in on anything yet. I'm saving that for when I really. I was doing a lot of super graphic stuff, so I took a break from that. Played some Saturn. Got all this stuff. Oh, you can't see it right now. Hang on. Let me bring this up.
Whoa.
I got all my consoles set up over here next to my computer.
I got the same Switch.
My computer's matches my consoles. They're all white and black. Very, very proud of them. I took them all out of the living room and set everything up in here because I was like, you know what? I can't, my eyes aren't nearly as good as they used to be. And when I'm in the living room, sitting on the couch, playing video games on the TV, it's not as clear as it used to be, right? When I'm playing games, I need some glasses. I know that.
Bifocals.
But anyway, my point is, I really only want to play games when I'm doing streaming or recording videos or stuff anyway. So I was like, let me just go ahead and bring all that stuff in here. And then if I want to play it in the living room, I'll just, take one of them back in there and play it. But I'm leaving the 360 and the PS3 and the Wii U in there. So I have stuff to play in there. But anyway, I've been doing a lot of, by the way, I'm also changing computers out. This computer that I'm using to stream all this stuff. This is the last thing that you'll see me use this computer for. So
whoa, that's a lot of work moving everything.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of stuff. So and I'm
not
done.
Computer. Way to go.
Well, I've had it for a while. It's the one that I put in the living room to do the living room streams. And now I'm not doing living room streams anymore because I brought all this stuff in here. So now I'm using that computer in here. I just have to switch it out.
Now, would you network them? Could you network them?
Network the computers?
Yeah, just so you have like more space and more.
Well,
use one just as a giant storage.
Sort of. I don't know.
Not worth the trouble.
There's a lot of things that I'm doing. Too. I'm pulling the video card out of this and putting it into that, and
oh wow,
there's a lot of things I'm doing. So
that is
I don't know. We'll see how it ends up. Blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. I don't know where I am in the chat. There's way too much that's gone on. I can't keep up.
I bet there's something about the analog pocket is where you stopped.
Prime One, you all can use wireless controllers on Analog Pocket via the deck. Oh yeah, the deck. How much does that thing cost? How much does the deck for the Pocket cost?
The deck?
It's the little the dock.
You plug it in dock unit for the Pocket.
Yes.
Oh,
that's how you get.
I was going to say, what's the point of how far away am I going to be from the Pocket where I need a wireless controller? I mean, it's right there.
Yeah.
I need one of those big remember those big like magnifying glass things? Make your TV bigger. Put a big magnifying glass in front of like a 19-inch TV, make it like 38-inch.
Hang on. Prime One's saying he's in the Discord. I'm
Doc's
not sure.
only $100. That seems kind of cheap for analog, doesn't it?
I thought it was more than that. It's not that bad.
Prime has to work for them. He's got prices. He's got things. And they're at his fingertips, I noticed, too.
Okay. I guess I misunderstood what he's saying. I thought he was saying he was in the Discord voice thing or something. I'm like, we're not using that right now, but okay. Never mind.
EA Cores Discord. Oh.
I remember playing James Pond on the Game Gear thinking it was the weirdest game ever. It's a pretty weird game. It is a pretty weird game. I don't know if it's the weirdest game ever. You never played PC Engine, have you? I guarantee, I don't know what the weirdest game ever is, but it's probably a PC Engine game. Just saying. Brian, if our ashtrays were always full of used gum and wrappers.
Yep.
Yes. 100%. That or Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. It's not that weird. That's not that weird.
There was an era of a lot of weird games. Like Earthworm Jim kind of started all that.
What is my take on modern Doom? It's funny you mentioned that. I don't have the new one that just came out. I'm not sure about that one, but I do have Doom Eternal, which I have not really played, And then I have the one from 2016, which I really like, and I own it on almost everything. I bought it several different times. In fact, I just bought it again today because it's on sale for the Switch for $3. And I was like, I don't have it for the Switch. I'm like, $3? It's worth it just to see what it's like. So I just bought Doom again. And I mean, when I say Doom, the 2016 Doom. I assume that's what you mean when you say modern Doom. So if you're interested in it, it's on sale. Prime One, you all can have access to the blockbuster arcade hit of summer 1987, Konami's Haunted Castle on the Analog Pocket. Haunted Castle.
I remember that game.
I think I had that. I used to have a card. Was that on the Master System, or am I thinking of a different game?
I want to say it's on the Master System for some reason.
Yeah, and I think I had a card of it, like a turbo chip looking card of that. I think I don't have it anymore. Well, I might have that. If not, I can play it off of my EverDrive. But I remember that being pretty fun, actually. Prime One, you all can have access to Super Nintendo Doom on the online. Well, now we're talking Super Nintendo Doom. Aren't they making like a new re-release of that runs better and has like some enhanced features and a controller for the Super Nintendo that even has rumble? Isn't that supposed to be coming out pretty soon or something like that? Did you hear about this, PJ?
No, I did not.
I think it's Limited Run that's making it, I think. And it's the Super Nintendo Doom, but they're making it run on a newer, like a more modern Super FX chip. Like they made their own Super FX chip that's like way faster. So it runs like way better.
Is it a cartridge?
Yeah, for Super Nintendo. And it also adds, there's a controller they're going to release with it that if you play that game with this controller, it has rumble, it has force feedback. Like, yeah, but I don't know when it comes out. I remember hearing about it a long time ago. I want to get it.
Rumble.
It's built in, they coded it for that controller, for this new controller. So it's only that game. I think there's other games.
Rumble for the other games.
I think they are patching some other games to work with it, and they'll probably be homebrew people do that too.
Pricey. I bet it's pricey.
Yeah, it's probably. But dude, that sounds pretty cool.
But if you like Doom, that would be awesome, though.
I would love to get. I would love to have that. Absolutely.
I'd like to play it. Without question, I'd definitely like to play it.
Is there anything the Analog Pocket can't do?
Well, Intellivision. I'm guessing some ColecoVision stuff too.
Apparently, yeah.
Atari
8-bit computer stuff.
8-bit computers.
So apparently there's quite a few things. Now that you asked that question.
Does it do Pascal? I don't know. What about Fortran?
Pascal. Can it code CGI in Perl script?
That was a good game, actually.
Yeah, that's a fun game. That's a great
that was a good one, Brian F.
Well, when I say weirdest, it was during the era where I forgot what TurboGrafx was. Fair enough. 2016 one, so good. Indeed. It is very fun. Eternal was fun. Not as fun as 2016. I still haven't really played Eternal. I have it, but I haven't really played it. By the way, Boogeyman is on Analog Pocket. Just saying. Wow, this is like, I'm gonna have to put a disclaimer on this show saying that this was not sponsored by Analog, because everybody's gonna be like, so how much money did you take to do that show, Cyrus?
We talked about the Pro. We talked about the Pocket. We talked about what's coming
out. He's an
soon.
Analog Pocket shill. He's about
docks you can get for it. We've talked about wireless controllers that are available also.
I thought it was for the 32X and 3DO versions. What?
Which are also available, probably.
Well, they did do a remake of the 32X Doom, and it is astonishing. And it even runs, if you have a Sega CD, you can get CD music with it too, which is really cool. And There is some work done on the 3DO version to make it better, but it's just not much better. But since you brought this up, there is a hacked version of the Saturn version of Doom that just got released very shortly, not long ago. And it is Doom for the Saturn.
Yeah. Did you play it online like recently?
No.
Okay.
Not me. I haven't downloaded and made a disc out of this yet. I need to, because apparently this hacked version is way better, like really good, like way better than the retail version of Doom for the Saturn. But anyway, that just happened like a few days ago that came out.
Oh shoot, sorry. Didn't mean to hit the microphone.
Sorry. Well, I didn't think you did it on like the Saturn version of Doom with
like a mad cat.
Like
there's like three of them in a row real quick.
I always think it's so funny. That is one of the most hilarious things when you watch a cat like hit something like that, where it's just like it's like they look so serious about it, you know. It's like, what do you think that's gonna do? Like you have
damage. The damage is nothing every time.
I don't know. Cats. Haunted Castle is the hardest version of Castlevania 1, harder than Castlemania.
Oh, well,
I don't. Oh, Haunted Castle. Haunted Castle. That's the arcade version of Castlevania. I was thinking of a different game for Master System. What was I thinking of? Something else. Haunted Castle?
I thought it was a Haunted Castle for the Master System. Or
oh, hang on.
Maybe it was Dark Castle. Dark Castle? No.
Not Castle of Illusion. That's not what we're looking for.
No, that was a Disney one, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good though.
But that system, it was good. This is a system seller.
Ghost House is what I was thinking of. Ghost House. That's what I was thinking.
Castle, Ghost House, Saint Goddamn.
No, it's not close at all. I don't know why. It's not close. Oh, he already said it. He said Ghost House.
A man's home is his castle. What? I mean, what are we talking about?
Why did I do that? Why did my brain do that? I was like, Haunted Castle, Ghost House. No, totally different game.
One's like the CW version of the show.
Yeah. Sam's Choice. I don't know. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, well, I think we need to wrap up. It's almost 10 o'clock here. That's what, 11 o'clock over there, something like that.
I don't know.
Like time,
man, and his
numbers. I understand. But PJ, thank you for coming and hanging out and playing some games.
Everybody for coming in. This is great for the night before Memorial Day. This was awesome.
Hell yeah!
Everybody be out of town, grilling and chilling and boating,
grilling and chilling. Jet
skiing, doing their thing.
Yeah. I want to thank Prime One for his continued support of everything, including the Analog Pocket. Thank you for your shilling and your chilling.
Double XL T-shirt, Prime One. If you're sending out analog shirts at all, just throwing that out there.
I'm sure that we're just totally wrong about that. That's probably not true at all.
No, not in the least.
Anyway, Prime One, thank you for being here. Nick, or Rick, the Geek Storian. He's now known as Rick. Sorry, nothing you can do about it. These things happen. Brian F. Dude, Brian F. Boogerman. I'm not going to call Brian F. Boogerman, but he did bring up Boogerman. So I appreciate that. So don't misunderstand me. Baserino, we will see you on the Discord. He hangs out there quite a bit. I very much appreciate that. And everything, the conversations with Baserino are always crazy, but I love crazy. So obviously, that's what we do around here. Luke's Awakening, my good friend Luke. Luke's done some really great stuff on his channel lately.
Luke's the best.
So, yeah, absolutely. Y'all check out Luke's stuff. Did I mention Geek Storian has done some really cool documentaries, including this XEGS thing, which is actually really funny. Check it out, guys.
All of his retrospectives are incredible.
Yeah.
They're so they're very detailed. I love them.
He gets a little exasperated during it though, which is I don't
But
enjoy.
you always learn something. You always come away with like,
Yeah.
I didn't know that about that, and oh, so he worked on that and then went to go work for that, and everything kind of, you know, all roads kind of meet.
Absolutely. Kevin B. Hall, dude, thank you, sir. Thank you for being here. Muchos gracias. Let's see. I'm gonna miss people. I already know it. It happens. It's a thing. There's nothing you can do about it. Big Block Plymouth was here earlier also. I always love hanging out with Big Block. He's always got funny stuff to say. Yeah, he's great.
He's a good Twitter follow too. If you guys remember.
Hell Tangible was here, but he had a bad headache. He had to go to bed. I hope he took something for it because, dude, the older I get, when I have a bad headache now, it just makes me nauseous. Like I get sick.
Oh yeah,
freaking sucks. Freaking sucks, man.
Don't forget about Nurse Healer video.
Nurse Healer, thank you for being here, Nurse Healer. Absolutely.
Be ready.
Be ready.
Ready.
And the magic.
And the
magic. Magic.
Casey.
Oh yeah, Casey was here also.
Yeah, he was here. He's got a show tomorrow. Everybody's watching the show tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll be in there. Don't worry. We'll be in there, Casey.
The day before we gotta go back to work. Last line.
Last line. Yes, my buddy. The last line. He said he was going to play Grand Theft Auto 5 on the ColecoVision. If that happens, you will be my hero.
That would be incredible. Trichrome.
Oh, Trichrome. He's always got.
You know who else was here earlier?
Who was here?
Jeffrey.
Oh, that's right. And Rab was here. Rab was also here. Jeffrey was here.
Rab. Great to see Rab. Like I said, it was a tour de force tonight of people in the.
A great many.
Like a Hall of Fame. Everybody in gold jackets, you know?
Yeah. Trichrome 79. I wonder if there are other Trichomes. You think there are? Or is it just Born Distracted was here also, by the way?
I forgot. He was in there quick and then boom. Out of here.
He doesn't hang around. Born Distracted's a very busy man.
He dropped something of high quality, I remember, and then he was gone.
That's what he does. I don't know if you know this. Like Born Distracted,
George Costanza thing. Remember, he says something good. And he just leaves the meeting and
leave while he's on a high note. Yeah, exactly the same. He might actually be George Costanza. He might actually be. Yeah, Born Distracted's been he's been somebody that has hung around chats that I've been involved in and shows that I've done for many years. Yeah. Yeah, but he doesn't hang around. He's
maybe he got distracted. I don't know.
He said he lets you know ahead of time. Yeah.
It's like, oh, what's that?
Squirrel.
Yeah.
Metal Torso. Metal Torso was also here.
That's right.
Metal Torso. He was having a problem getting a membership, I think.
That's got to get fixed.
I don't know what's up with that. I don't understand it. What did Jeff do? Because Jeff figured it out. We have to.
Did he? I don't think he said what he did.
He just got it. He just got one for him and was like, "Peace." Like, screw you guys. I got my membership.
I got mine. Go find yours.
Yeah, I got mine. Pierre was also here. Thank you, Pierre. Pierre has such great comments on the videos in the chat. Yeah, what I love about Pierre is he'll sometimes go look at some of my older videos and he'll leave a comment. And I get notifications for that stuff. So if you guys ever do that, I will.
That.
Oh yeah, cool. I'll see your comments. So he'll pull up something from a long time ago, and then we'll start a discussion talking about this, video from like 2 years ago or something. Because I love all this stuff. That's why I make the videos and do the streams and stuff. So
a lot of your 2-year-old videos have been popping up. I'm noticing.
Well, there you go.
On my timeline, like a lot of them. So that's neat. I've been watching those.
I'm going to tell you, PJ. I believe there's been a change with the channel since I remonetized everything that has it's affected the algorithm.
Remember, if you're getting money, then they're getting money.
This is what was explained to me but
I wouldn't think that's the case. I would think if you weren't taking the money, they're just getting all the money.
That's not the case, because the way their system is set up, if you are monetized, you're incentivized to produce more and do the kind of stuff they want and blah, blah, follow their rules and all this kind of crap. And it shows that that's something they should focus the algorithm on also, because it's work that's active, that's going to get active viewers and stuff. So it's like it's proven
itself probably at some point,
right?
In the algorithm. So
it's like a symbiotic. It's like symbiotic. You know what I'm saying?
So once you throw this lever, and then that lever gets thrown, and then that lever gets thrown, then all of a sudden, hey, boom, videos start flowing a little better.
You put the lime in the coconut, you know, this sort of thing. I think I mentioned everybody. I think I did. If I didn't, you have my eternal apology for all time. I'm very sorry.
And you get 10 bonus points.
The Rickstorian. Yes, the Rickstorian. Noon. I'm gonna make t-shirts for the Rickstorian.
Speaking of t-shirts, I don't have one here.
Oh,
I got a new Super Mega Graphic 64 t-shirt in the mail. Very nice. Very nice.
Guys, I haven't even bought one yet. Full transparency. So PJ, thank you. I think you said the quality seemed like it was okay. It was fine.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
Plus, there's some choices on there. You can get, you can get some uber super nice ones. It's well priced, and it came real quick, like within a week.
Very fast. Yeah. I barely even put them up. Yeah. So I got to buy some too. And the pricing was the real reason I was drawn to using that.
Father's Day is just around the corner.
Oh my God.
And what looks better at a 4th of July barbecue than an all black t-shirt?
If you get one of my shirts and you spill barbecue sauce on it, take a picture and send it to me. I want to see that.
We'll put it on the website. No,
we'll make a t-shirt that has pre-stained barbecue on it.
Send in your pictures wearing the shirt. We'll put them in the raffle for the monthly drawing.
Yeah. No, I can't. I'm not doing a raffle, but yeah, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. I got to get some of those shirts. Thanks, guys, for the stream. Enjoy the rest of the holiday. Absolutely. You too.
Block. You're great.
100%. Do I get a cut of said shirt, sir?
Rick does.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, if you change your name to Rick, I will absolutely give you a cut. Absolutely. I would give you the whole thing. Wait a minute.
No.
That's not what I was trying to say.
Doesn't get the enchilada. Doesn't get all the tea in China. No.
Oh. The tariff is ridiculous. That's all I'm saying.
Not anymore.
Anyway, so PJ, will look forward to new stuff coming from you.
A surprise stream coming soon. It will be unannounced. It'll be like poof, Retro Mountain Gaming. So you people have been following for a long time. You're gonna have a payoff soon. Soon.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. I'm so hyped. I'm ready.
You saw awful gameplay tonight. Oh, imagine that coming to you, unobstructed.
Yes, unobstructed.
Yeah, no stops, no pauses, just
Dreamcast, Genesis, TurboGrafx, Jaguar, Jon Snow. A winner is you. Prime 1. I like that. That's the crawl. I'm gonna add that to the crawl. Yeah, awesome. All right, PJ.
I didn't read the crawl, to be honest.
Oh, don't worry about it. It doesn't.
Live retro game. Nice.
Intel what? What vision? Who? Atari. They don't even make Atari anymore. Huh?
Oh, I got all of them in there.
No. I can only do so much on there. I had to be like, let me. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. We'll do another stream at some point in the near future. Watch PJ's channel just keep an eye on it. Like get your binoculars, get in the tree, stare through the window, or I don't know.
Down the grassy knoll, whatever.
Whoa, that's a whole different experience. We're not trying to do that, PJ. That's not what we're going for.
You're just picnicking there.
Oh, is that what that is? Hmm.
It's a picnic area.
That Lee Harvey Oswald, he sure could throw a picnic. He knew exactly what he was doing. Anyway.
Him and his buddies.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you all again soon.
everybody.
Yeah. Hang out for a minute for PJ and everybody else. Get ready to watch a bunch of crap. Here we go.